XN, we know supplements. XN has over 12 years as a proven leader in the health and wellness world with decades of experience. You can expect the best brands and most effective products along with an unmatched selection. Whether you're looking to upgrade your current routine, searching for the newest flavors, or just getting started, you can depend on XN to deliver the best experience possible. Whether you shop with us in-store or online, our mission is to help you win. Visit us in-store or at xnsubs.com. XN, where we know you.
Mike, what are you weighing right now?
276.
Holy shit.
He's ready to run the fucking Iron Man next week.
Fucking shredded to the bone.
Dude, you're gonna break your own rule. You're gonna be under 250 soon.
No. Mike's still a pro. He can do Detroit, you know?
Well, he'll take sixth.
Yeah. There's like a fucking is there a special Olympics version of the IFBB Pro?
Can we talk about
Faulty body parts?
Can we talk about how disappointing it is that these guys are counting their chickens before they hatch?
Who?
Ridiculous.
Well, I mean, let's wait for Seth to jump on just so we're not repeating ourselves.
Hurry up, Seth.
Yeah.
Come on,
Connect,
Seth.
man.
What
Come
the
on.
fuck? Mike's
Pick up.
Mike's losing weight as we speak.
I'm here.
That fresh fucking haircut.
Holy
Look at
fuck,
that.
He's in the bunker.
Dude,
He's in
it
the
feels so
bunker
good.
tonight. Where the fuck are you?
Okay, but wait a second. You got a fresh haircut.
Get the woodshed.
Oh, wait. Turn to the side. Turn to the side. Oh, it's a fresh beard cut, too.
Trim it up. Trim it
There you
up.
It's a, yeah, it's good. It looks
Big
good.
weekend. Big weekend.
Yeah, but isn't it going to grow in by Saturday and be all fucked up?
What's that?
No, it's pretty. You get good growth a few days after the haircut.
See, because if
Yeah,
I go,
no,
if,
Yeah,
if
you got to get it. You got to get like 4 or 5 days before your event. You know.
No, not for me, because my hair grows up to my eyeballs.
Well, yeah, because
No.
you're hair the shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Why is it? Is there
Don't have
air?
beard on
Is
the
it-
tip- don't have
Bro,
beard on the
shape
tip of
it
your
up.
nose.
Shape it up below my eyeball.
wait.
Shape it up here.
Yeah, that's a horrible Arab accent. First of all, second of all,
Bro,
what is Arab as shit? Is there like Arab and then Arab as shit? Like, is that
Yeah,
more
of course.
Arab?
Yeah, you're before Arab as fuck. Which
Yeah.
is
Oh,
the-
there's Arab.
Yeah, because like I have Arab buddies that are like hairless. You know.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
That's just Arab, or even like meh Arab, and you're
But if
like
you-
Arab. You're like Arab as shit, and then he said there's Arab as fuck. You know.
So you're talking about appearance only, because if you ask Cedric, I'm the whitest Arab guy he knows.
Really.
I mean, I do concur with that. I don't know too many though.
From
There
a
you go.
personality standpoint, you're completely a white person. Yeah.
Well, I'm born in Canada, so
Well,
I.
except for like how your relationships with women are.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, just listen. Just because Summer sits in the back seat when I'm driving doesn't mean doesn't. That's out of
that's
out
out
of
of pure
respect.
fear. Trying to live. She's trying to live through the impact of the
Get
crash.
to the kitchen now.
Listen, sometimes when we walk in public, she's got to walk 10 feet behind me. That's just normal.
Yeah, completely normal. Completely normal.
What does my relationship with women mean? Fuck you.
Just,
No, I know where this is coming from. I know where this is coming from.
Where? Yeah, tell us.
We had a conversation once, Seth, about letting your girl work out with a guy.
Whoa, I was on your team with that.
Not at first. You were trying to be all progressive, and then you were like, "Wait a minute."
No,
and you came back, and you came back.
The context mattered, but then when we discussed them,
There is no context in which it's okay.
No, you're right. Once you got me around to it,
It's their trainer.
Yeah, see, that's where I was like, well,
Seth is like, no.
But then when we discussed it more, Fouad convinced me, so I changed my opinion. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I like the trainer thing either, because that's then becomes like the shoulder to cry on guy.
No, you convinced me on that.
Listen,
You're right.
I think that we've seen enough. You know, we've been in the gym for a long time.
Yeah.
We know how some individuals are. We know how we used to be. And then, I mean, you can be fucking Tom Brady and your wife could still end up fucking the jujitsu coach. So
Yeah,
I mean,
jiu-jitsu coach.
we all know how that works.
Well, jujitsu's a little fucking hands-on. You're an inch away all the time from penetrating on that.
Yeah. I always wonder about that. I always wonder how
You're
they
pulling
do
guard a little too often.
that.
Mm.
Yeah. Anyway, we were going to talk about Detroit, but I have something else I want to talk about first. And Mike and Ian, don't say anything. And Seth, don't answer until I'm finished.
Okay.
Okay. If you're going to tell your wife to get you some Pringles, okay, do you say, "Hey, wife"?
No, don't give him don't tell him.
I'm not going to
get.
just shut up for a second.
Hey, wife.
Hey, wife.
Get me the Pringles.
You say, "Hey, wife,
Go to the 7-Eleven.
get me a blank of Pringles." And now, do you want me to give him multiple choice or just see what he says?
No.
Okay.
Just let him do it. Yeah.
So there's no multiple choice. Just get me a blank of Pringles. What's the blank?
All right.
Like, how you say like a bag of chips?
Yeah.
So what is the blank for Pringles?
Oh, like what was the term?
Yeah, like if you said, "Hey, wife, get me a blank of Pringles."
What is the device the Pringles are being held in?
Yes.
Oh man, I don't know which side I'm taking, but it's a can of Pringles.
Oh my God, that's the main answer. You probably did you see it on my stories or is that straight from you?
No, where is it on your stories?
I did like a couple days ago.
It was
Okay.
So I went on a
Man, I don't see your shit, dude. I don't see your stuff.
Well, because you blocked me.
You want to hear a weird this
You
fucking
muted
No, I didn't do that yet.
this guy called it a fucking cylinder of Pringles.
Can you shut up?
No.
So listen, Seth, I went on a Pringle binge for 2 nights in a row.
Nice. What
So
kind would you go with? Would you go with?
Pizza and sour cream.
I knew one of them was going to be fucking pizza.
Me too.
I knew
I
it.
100% knew that before he said it. I
So-
said pizza in my head.
I was like, dude, I'm going to say it's probably going to be pizza and then some basic ass flavor.
Yeah, well,
pizza
sour
like
cream's always
sour cream and onion or something.
Yeah, sour
Yeah,
cream.
yeah.
So anyway, I come to the gym the next day. Me and Paul usually sit around for half an hour and drink our pre-workouts before we start.
Yeah.
So he goes, "How'd you stay on your diet yesterday?" I'm like, I fucking fell off. I ate a cylinder of Pringles. So he doesn't say anything. He doesn't say anything the first day. The next day I come to the gym. He goes, "You stay on your diet yesterday?" I'm like, "Nah, man." I'm like, "I'm going through this Pringle binge. I had another 2 cylinders of Pringles." He goes, "What the fuck are you saying cylinder for?" And I'm like,
I would have
I don't
stopped
know.
you immediately when you said that.
100%. I would have like, what the fuck?
What are you fucking talking about?
You getting the off brand or what is this?
"No,
What are
man,
you
a legit
doing?
Pringles." So I asked him, I go, "What do you call it?" And he goes, "A can." I go, "A can is aluminum." He goes, "No, it's not." So we start looking shit up. And then it's like, it says can is short for canister. So I'm like, is it a canister of Pringles? Or is it a can
Well,
of
you
Pringles?
could call it a canister. You
And
just
then
sound like
and then it actually said in the definition, cylinder was more accurate than can. So I was like, I'm good. But then,
well, yes.
but then
Cylinder's the
Mike,
shape of a can.
but then
I
Mike,
still say it's tin.
Mike
tin of
jumped in and
Pringles.
said tin. And I'm like, that kind of makes sense too.
I could take the tin thing as a Canadian thing. I could see that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
tin
like
is not weird. I would
Listen,
Like,
if you got a small size one, the small Pringles, I would call that a tin all day.
That could
If
be
you
a
get
tin,
a
yeah.
tall boy, I'm calling that a fucking can.
I think,
so
I think
put it on
because,
your stories and ask the question.
yeah, and everybody picked can.
Yeah, of course they did. I told them they would.
I think,
Fucking bunch of followers.
listen, I think because I always speak in such scientific terms,
Oh yeah,
cylinder just came out.
naturally. Yeah,
I'm just
yeah, of course.
that's just who I am.
Science. You're a science guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What's going on, guys? I want to pause the podcast for a minute just to bring you guys our sponsor, which is Marek Health. But they're not only my sponsor, they are definitely the ones that help me keep my health right. And one of the things that sometimes gets lost in the podcast, we joke around a lot about health and drugs and all these different things, but I need to stress to you how important it is to actually see the people at Marek Health to get your blood work, but not only to get your blood work, but also to optimize your hormones. So look, I'm not going to take a long time. We'll get back to the podcast, but trust me, get to marekhealth.com/RBP. Don't worry about using my code if you don't want to. It doesn't matter. Just get to Marek Health, get somebody to look at your blood work, get somebody to look at the drugs you're using and your hormones and make sure that you're doing things properly, because these things can lead to symptoms and issues down the road. Things that I didn't know about, things that doctors never told me about, and things that I'm dealing with now that I didn't have to deal with had I had the information. So please get to marekhealth.com. A lot of the jokes are all fun and games, but you do have to take these things seriously because bodybuilding is a risky world and it's important for you guys to make sure you're getting checked. marekhealth.com is the people to go see. Mike, you weren't here for last week's podcast.
Yeah, I was holding out for more pay. My contract.
He was on
We,
strike.
I'm glad you decided to man up.
I
and
ponied
pay
up
me
the cash.
what
I
I
know.
deserve.
So we had a top 10 action movies kind of roundup.
That was hard.
If
I don't think I can name 10.
can you name 5? Like what's first comes to mind if I say
Just give us
action
your
movies?
top 3.
I'm
That
just
can
curious.
be that can be comic book movies too, or it has to be like
Any
Steven
action
Seagal
any
type
action movie.
I asked that exact same question.
shit. I don't know, man, off the top of my head.
So some of them we picked were like Matrix, Braveheart, Bloodsport.
I can go. I'd say Terminator 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time,
I think
That
that
was
was
in
just
number
because
4.
of like nostalgia,
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah.
Probably the first John Wick.
Yeah, I was on that too. Hey, where did Braveheart go? Didn't you have Braveheart behind you, Seth?
That's
Oh,
on
it's
the
on the
other.
other side. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
2 good ones so far. Terminator 2 and John Wick 1.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Commando guy over Terminator 2. That movie is the one that like kind of kicked me into gear to want to get jacked.
I like Commando,
Yeah.
but I think Terminator 2 is just a better movie.
Oh,
I've never
yeah.
seen Commando. Never.
Yeah.
You're not like
I've never watched Conan the Barbarian either.
You're
Ever.
not missing out on like any action. Thing.
You should
Yeah.
So,
probably
like, it's-
you should probably watch it just because it's Arnold, but I don't think you're really missing out on anything
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
drastic. What about
I
like
like every Avenger movie. Like I'm fucking nuts about Avengers.
So I have something to get off my chest about that. I never watched any of them until I had SJ.
I haven't watched any of them yet.
Get
Really?
the fuck out of here.
No, I don't care about comic book stuff. I just don't. It's not me.
Oh, dude, listen,
I don't
like
dabble in fantasy,
I'm
boys.
too mature for that.
I wasn't always into them. I was like, I understand it and cool. I like comic books growing up, but I just never dove into it because there were so many and it was overwhelming. Well,
Maybe I'm like that. Yeah.
yeah, he watched one with his buddies and didn't shut up. So we put them on, and they were just on regularly. And then I was like, oh fuck, I really like these. So I started watching them on. They're all they did a really good job.
Yeah, but ever notice how that can happen? Like if you're like, let's say like you're in the car with your buddy and your buddy's playing a song and you don't know the song, but if you like he forces you to listen to it because he likes it, you might end up liking it.
Yes.
I think Equalizer is good too. All the Equalizers.
3 is
Yeah.
the best.
3 is the best.
First one's good. First one's good.
First
too,
one's
though.
good. 1 and 3. Yeah, 1 and 3.
When
I
he walks
have-
in the one where he walks in the room with like the drug lord dudes.
Yeah.
He tries to
Yeah.
pay for the girl to get. That's a good fucking scene.
What
But I
about
put Endgame and Infinity War and some of those like in my favorites as well.
Mike? How do you feel about? I'm going to get roasted for this. I know it, but how do you feel about The Last Samurai?
I know I saw it, but I don't remember anything about it.
How about Man on Fire?
Because Tom Cruise is a bitch.
No, Tom Cruise is
He's like-
amazing.
He was
I'm
like,
just saying
I
that
can't
for
wait to
Paul.
say
I'm
it.
just saying that for Paul.
Oh, you're just
He's
filling
not
in
here.
for Paul today. Okay,
Yeah.
but we do.
Paul
we do-
doesn't like.
Paul
Paul
wants to-
doesn't or does like
Hate.
Tom Cruise.
Paul wants to beat the shit out of Tom Cruise. Yeah, like if he sees him in real life, he's probably gonna punch him.
Yeah, but Tom would whoop his fucking ass for sure.
Tom would
Someone
probably beat
just
him up.
slip and be like,
Tom would like fucking like high kick him in the head, you know?
I don't know. I think if Paul got a hold of him, he'd fuck that little motherfucker up.
No, he's just a slippery little weasel. There's no way.
Man on Fire, Mike.
yeah, that's a good movie.
Okay, would you put it in the top 10 action movies or no? Or just top 10 movies or anything? Or it's too drama, not enough action, or what?
I don't think it'd be in my top 5, but it might be in my top 10. It's good.
What about
You know,
Gladiator?
the little girl from that is the same
Yeah,
woman
Equalizer
now in
3.
Equalizer 3. Yeah,
Yeah, it's what's her name?
Did you like
Dakota Fanning. Yeah.
Do you like Gladiator?
Yeah, Gladiator's sick. I like Gladiator.
Yeah, I think every meathead has
Yeah.
Gladiator in their top 10.
hard
so-
not
I just watched that movie. What is it called? Land of Bad. Russell
Oh,
Crowe.
yeah. I didn't like that
Crowe and
much.
fucking Hemsworth.
I didn't
Yeah, it
watch
was
it.
I don't like fat Russell Crowe in anything.
It's a hard acceptance. Like you're like,
I'm like, this guy's
Ah.
Gladiator. Now he's like a fat donut.
sure you're
Like,
Maximus.
yeah. Yeah.
Maximus let himself go.
Okay. Detroit. I just want to express 2 things. One, people are like, oh, there's only 6 guys. I'm like, okay, but we just covered the Arnold Brazil, and literally it was a 3-man show. So I'm not too worried about it because we still have a great top 3. We have Justin, Vito, and Martin, which is going to be a great top 3 because I think Martin is probably the favorite, but I don't think he's like a super heavy favorite. Like I think people still need to see these guys next to each other.
Between all of them, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm happy that we're going to have a great top 3 and no one's just going to walk in and leave. So that's the first thing. The second thing I'd say is I'm a little bit disappointed because I'm like, I think there's a lot of guys that are kind of counting their chickens before they hatch. And they're like, oh, I'll get to the Olympia in August. I'll do the Tampa, I'll do the Texas. These guys are forgetting, man. There's a whole bunch of Olympians that haven't qualified. Like you got to beat Hunter. You got to beat Hunter. You got to beat Andrew. You got to beat fucking Crizzo. You got to beat Nick. You got like all these guys like are
You gotta
still
figure
have to
there's a
compete.
ton of guys in shape right now too. Like they just competed. Like
You
they're
got to
not
be
far off.
you got to beat Quint. Whatever Quint decides to do, that's not going to be fucking easy. Like
Crazy.
Akeem's
I
probably
think
going to.
I think he's doing New York. I think
Oh,
Quentin's doing
Quint's
New York.
doing New York.
And
Yeah, but
Texas.
then he's going to go to California after probably. Like if he doesn't beat Nick.
I don't know for sure because I haven't asked him, but I heard that he's doing New York and Texas, but I don't know.
I would
That's not
assume-
confirmed or anything.
I would assume that, and I could be off for saying this, but I don't think he'll beat Nick. And I think California is the week after New York.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So then some of these guys who are like, oh, I'm not going to beat Nick. I'll just go to California. I'm like, okay, well, now you got to beat Quint. Like if he goes
I'm
there.
surprised that Tonio didn't jump into Detroit.
Tonio not jumping in is the craziest one to me. As someone who like I would have been all like for one, just for the payday, like just get in there and get the fucking money, like get the bag.
Like how much money are these guys making? Like it's 25 grand and you're already in shape.
Yes.
And
You're
even
already,
if you're
you just beat Vito last weekend, and he is like him and Martin are a close match front runner. Like this could be a show you could definitely have a good chance of winning.
so
Yeah, what's your problem, Tonio?
Fly from Brazil to Detroit, do the show, the end. You know,
even second
man.
place is 10 grand, which is what most small shows are. So even if you took second place, you're still going to walk away with 10 grand. But more importantly, you get the 25 grand plus you get an Olympia qualification. Not to mention, we're doing 7,500 total in other prizes. Like we're doing most muscular, most shredded, and best poser. Each of those are 2,500 bucks. So I don't know which one of those Tonio could win, but he could take more than 25 grand home, in one of those cases. So it's like, it's great. And then John De La Rosa, I'm like, I love John, I love you, but like, I think that was a bad call. They're like, we're going to put on more size. I'm like, yeah, but you could have walked in here, won, and then put on more size for the Olympia. So
there's that's what's confusing to me because I thought Tonio was going to jump in. And with everything that's coming later in year, dude, so you have New York, which Nick is the heavy favorite, and then Cali, but like Cali after that, it's not going to be easy if Quint's going to be there, Tonio's going to be there, and then probably some other people. But
Akeem is going to have to compete again. Like these guys aren't. It's just a lot of like. It's not going to be easy.
There's a lot
then
of
you
guys.
have what shows Hunter doing?
Hunter's probably doing Texas, Tampa, or Texas,
do Texas.
or both.
And then where is
Andrew's probably going to do Tampa or Texas as well. And then if you're looking at the European shows, you're looking at Regan, you're looking at Crizzo. Like it's not going to be
Rizzo's got to qualify.
Andre Presti.
Yeah, like this is not like some of these guys are going to miss out on the Olympia because they skipped this one show.
And even like Olympia side, man, like the year when I won Tampa and Texas was a week later, I was already qualified. I'm like, yo, what's 1 week to get a potential 10 grand and like get to stand next to someone like Steve Kuklo and like test my medal, like to me, it was like, why the fuck wouldn't I? Like it made 100% sense. It's like, if you were in Brazil, I'm 100% you could get a direct flight probably from fucking Sao Paulo or wherever, the Rio to Detroit, chill for the week, let the water come off, hop on stage the next week and go home. No problem.
Well, and some of the things that people don't know is we've offered to pay some of these guys flights.
Yeah.
Okay, just come compete. We'll take care of your flight. We'll take care of your hotel.
Well, let's be serious. A lot of these guys too have sponsors that are giving them
that pay for their accommodations.
They're paying them, giving them $5 grand, $7 grand, whatever a year to do travel expenses. So I mean, whether you burn through it or not already. I mean, if you've offered whatever it is, like just get in there, man. Get the money.
So
get the Olympia qual.
Some of the noise out there that I'm hearing as to why the main thing I've heard about people not competing is timing, which I kind of agree with. It's like in the middle between the Arnold UK and New York. It's not really close to either
I
one.
disagree. I disagree only for the guys that just did Brazil.
Well, yeah, those guys don't have like any reasoning really.
You have no excuse.
Yeah, they have no. You're already there. You're already.
Well, you have the excuse of you just didn't want to do it, which I guess is a valid excuse, but I just can't really understand it. You know?
I think Rafa's defense made some sense.
Rafa's qualified, so
no, but not just that. Like I've been where he is. Like he dieted for the Arnold Columbus, so he's been dieting for like 20 something weeks. And he's like he's already qualified. He just doesn't care. He probably doesn't need the money.
He also wasn't. He was better in Columbus than he was in Brazil. You know, so I don't think in 1 week he's going to be better than he was in Columbus.
You
know, he definitely had some fat and water to come off, and traveling from Brazil to Detroit is going to be tough in a week. So I don't think it's, you know, for him, it's definitely not the right call. But I think for everybody else, like, get in there.
I hope I'm not divulging anything I shouldn't be divulging, but Neil Hill was telling Ben that Rafa was a little tired from dieting for so long, and that's why they had a little bit of trouble with the water manipulation. So another week of dieting is not going to help that. So I kind of understand. I kind of understand their position, especially since he's already qualified. Like, he really doesn't gain anything from it other than the check, which I don't think he needs. Plus, correct me if I'm wrong, I think his wife is pregnant too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw something about that. So, you know, Rafa's, I think it's more, you know, James was another one. James is in shape. I know he's dealing with some injuries and stuff, but like, he's more shredded than I've ever seen him now. It's like he could.
I was going to say he looks like his body looks better now than it did die.
Well, he was doing like a little personal experiment to like push his conditioning down just to see kind of what would happen if you really pushed it down. It's like you're ready, man. You push down hard. You know, eat some food, go into the show. You know,
and some of these other guys, like,
not too late, boys. For Tonio and James, it's not too late. Get in there.
So some of these other guys, some of the younger guys come to mind, like. You know, Stan actually sent me a really nice message. Stan was like, you know, if it was better with my timeline, I would love to compete there, blah, blah. So I don't want to say anything about Stan, but some of the newer guys, like, who's the Hutchison? What's his first name? The guy you like, Ian, you kind of remind. It looks like you a little bit.
Yeah, you're fucking giving me a mind blank now.
Yeah, it's something Hutchison. I can't remember. He's I feel
like such a dick because I actually really like this guy.
I know, so do I. And it's his second year, and he's got a great physique. And I'm like, you're kind of new. And if you're new, you got to know that these shows that are in the middle of no man's land are always going to be a little bit.
Hutchinson?
Jordan, that's it.
Yeah.
Jordan.
Like, so someone like that, like, you find a show where it's kind of in the middle of no man's land, you're like, that might be a good one to jump into. So, you know, obviously everybody has their plans for the offseason, whatever, but I'm like, guys, you know, you can't. This is the thing. This is where I'm coming from. You can't complain about venue, lighting, backdrops, prize money, and then somebody comes along and tries to offer it all, and then you're like, yeah, we're not going to do it, because you know what? That only makes me think I don't really want to do this next year.
Yeah, that's the tough thing about this entire industry. You know, whenever you go and do something like this, and you're like, let's do it for like how, you know, you're a retired bodybuilder now that you're putting your money where your mouth is on these things. And it's like, well, I think this is what it should be. And, you know, you cause a lot of controversy with the backdrop and everybody. And now you're like, let's do it. And it's one of those things that's like, man, this really kind of just makes me feel like nobody actually gave a fuck.
Yeah.
But in the sense of also, because it's like everybody would find like, oh, there's an excuse for this, excuse for this, excuse for this. And it's like, okay, when would you like me to do it then?
Well,
if we could a 10 to 12 person lineup, when would it be best? You want it 3 weeks before the Olympia? Is that what you're saying? Well, then now it's down to the wire, or like this is between the Arnold Classic, Columbus, Arnold Classic, Brazil, or the UK, Brazil, and then we have what, 6 weeks? We have New York.
Yeah.
So dude,
it'll be 5 weeks on the other side. Yeah.
There's a lot of people in shape right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people. And it is kind of crazy because it's like, dude, you'd think I thought there was going to be 10 to 12 competitors.
Yeah, but saying that, Seth, is that big? Like, think about it. Like, if you look at the Arnold Columbus, there was 10 guys or 9 guys. If you look at the UK, there was 7 guys. Brazil, there was 9 guys.
Now I have noted. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. So I'm just like, if you look at some of the previous shows, like the show, actually the Toronto show was good that you won, Ian, but then there was the one that you did against Antoine. There's like 2 guys, and then there's like
there's 9 guys in that. Yeah,
that's what I mean. So we're getting into single digits in open men's bodybuilding shows.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't feel like
I find the shows are really stacked into a couple. Like I feel like some of the shows like Texas, or Tampa, or some of these, like you might get huge lineups. But like guys need to understand, like there's other opportunities there. Like don't leave yourself to these one shows, and especially if you're someone where you've never made it to the Olympia and you're keep picking these big shows. Look, I'm all for slugging it out with the big boys, but sometimes I think you need to be a little strategic with this. And when there's good prize money on the line, it's a new show, a new exciting show with a good venue with, a whole bunch of cool stuff associated with it, good prize money. It's crazy to me that there's not more guys doing the show.
I thought the same, because it's an opportunity, because you have the biggest podcast in the bodybuilding space, and you'd think that it'd be a great opportunity for someone fresh, new, anybody, for us to talk continuously about all the competitors and all that. Like, it's going to be exciting because Martin, we haven't seen him in 2 years. Good Vito, if he comes in fuller, a little harder, he might look like a completely different competitor. And Justin might come in like old Justin. It's going to be an exciting show, but it's like
100%.
You want as a fan of bodybuilding, you always want more. More is better, and but it is a little weird that these numbers continue to be.
I think
smaller, not overly.
I think the top 3 is going to be amazing. What I'm concerned with is if we could have just had like the guys that actually committed from the start. Like if John, Mo had jumped in, then at least we got like a real, and James didn't commit. Mo and John committed. Had they jumped in, that's a solid fucking top 5. That's a really, really good top 5. You don't know who's gonna.
Do you think that people are looking at it as $10,000 in second place isn't enough, or what is it, third place, 5?
No, I think with bodybuilders, it's everything.
It's timing.
They justify in their mind with timing.
I think it's
everything is timing with these guys. The money is like, it's nice and it's great, but they will never generally sacrifice what they think is their ideal timing and what they conceptualize in their mind as their schedule. When someone like John thinks like, okay, this is best for me, that I'm going to take this time and do a show before the Olympia, blah, blah, blah. Once you've convinced yourself of that, especially if you've been dieting hard, you're like, I kind of want to break. I want a way to kind of rationalize that. And it's kind of 2 sides to a square, So I think in a way like that, I see how you end up in that decision. I picked almost every single show I did based off timing that felt right in my mind, Well,
I mean, look, this isn't this time slot has been a problem in the past too.
Well, and that's why you're the newest show right now.
That's right. So we had Indy for a little while. They did 2 or 3, I think, years, and then they stopped. Yeah. Then we had Boston one year, and they stopped. So it's like this time slot, because it's too far from the Arnold and not close enough to New York, you end up in no man's land. But I think that's the best case for some new guys. That's kind of how I feel about it. Anyway, regardless, I want to know what, Seth, you think, because I got Ian's opinion, and Mike, I want to know what you think about Good Vito, because he, in my opinion, showed up, and he wasn't just an Instagram bodybuilder. He looked really fucking good. Do you think he can beat Martin?
Oh, he can beat Martin. He can. I think he's a great addition to the IFBB. He is going to be exciting. The whole Instagram bodybuilder versus a stage bodybuilder, dude, he's at a new level for his own personal physique. I just think that he has a whole lot of work to do to hone in how good he can actually be.
Yeah,
I don't think he was nearly as full as he could have been.
Right.
I don't think that his color and his color was good, but I think that he needed more oil.
Yeah, I agree.
And he obviously needs to continue to add more tissue, especially from behind on his back. But I thought he was great. I think he has a whole lot to get better with. I just think he has a whole lot to do, because his physique, seeing it on stage, like, I don't want to call it awkward, but it's definitely a little different. It's gonna.
That's a good way to put it.
It's gonna, because that's what makes bodybuilding cool, is like the different physiques and body types. But dude, that dude's shit was dug out from behind. Like, look at that.
Well, I think, Seth, correct me if I'm wrong. When you say awkward, do you mean? I know it's partially shape you're talking about, but also is it balance that you're talking about also? Because like these legs are far superior to this back.
Oh, look at. I mean,
length of limbs too. Like, look how his arms are long as fuck.
They're super long. Like, it makes.
That's why it gives like it's a distorted frame. You know what I mean? Like, it looks good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's like these crazy arms and the short torso and these fucking monster legs. Like,
I don't know. I'm a huge
crazy.
fan. I'm a huge fan of his physique.
no, I think he looks great. I'm just
Oh, yeah.
commenting on the awkwardness, like
when
compared
I see,
to like us, like Rafa, like how it's like statuesque. This is like very like,
yeah,
it's almost like he looks like you put on fucking 30 pounds of fucking mass and be
Yeah.
like
So it-
fucking crazy looking. Do you know what I
He
mean?
still
Like,
has more to put on. Like from
Which
there,
is
like on his
wild.
triceps, he needs like it needs that a thicker long head, and then his arms don't look as big because they're as long, but they're fucking huge arms.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
think to come together to be that top pro, he's going to do the work because it's obvious that he's not afraid of it.
I'm just very happy I was wrong about him.
yeah.
Look, he looks great.
Because I'm
Me
so
too.
happy to see it.
Me too. I'm really happy he showed up. Can I tell you guys though? Also, he shows actually a lot of stage presence for a young guy. Like he seems very comfortable on stage.
Yeah, he definitely
Which
needs
is-
to work on his posing, but his actual like
Yeah, yeah.
comfortable and his
Yeah.
his like hype on stage, he's very good and very comfortable up there.
Yeah, I know his. Sorry, you said it right, Ian. His
Very
posing needs
very
work.
entertaining. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's just comfortable, which is important at that age, because it's only going to get better as he gets older. And
Yeah.
Dude's in shape, man.
that's what I actually think happened. Because Ian said the same thing. Ian, as you did, Seth. Ian said, he's still a little flat across the chest, shoulders, whatever. And I agree with you guys. But I think what he was doing is saying, okay, I'm not going to be as big as Rafa, so I'm going to be more fucking shredded. And I think he was going for the conditioning, and maybe he pulled down a little too much. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't think
that's a good spot to be going in for a show that's a week apart.
Right.
2 shows that are a week apart. You're down, your conditioning's good. Be real careful those like day or two outside of the shows that you don't blow up in any crazy regard, and then just kind of ramp back up into Detroit. I mean, he can come back. The conditioning, body fat's already off. The water's already down. Just fucking fill up and cruise right into Detroit. And he could even just right off this improve a good 5 to 10% on this look.
I have a really tough. I have a really tough
And
time
just some
with this.
dosing tweaks too.
Ian, I know you said Rafa wins this front double, and I don't necessarily disagree, but this is pretty fucking awesome.
Amazing. Yeah.
Like this front double is like the way he pulls that vacuum, and it goes
He's
all
got
the
great
way.
arms, crazy quads. His vacuum is good. Rafa obviously
That's that rear double's fucking nice too. The rear double's beautiful.
He's more muscle on the mid back, like in the center of his back, but I mean it's fucking peeled and it looks good. Like, yeah, Rafa's obviously got more density through the chest and the lats and things like that. But I mean it's not like a blowout pose by any means. No.
That's what I mean. I want to see him in person this weekend, because if he comes in like this, or if he comes in a little fuller, like, because dude, from behind, like you can see the density in Rafa's back, but like good Vito, if he puts on another 10 to 15 pounds, this dude's going to be scary as fuck.
Let's take a look.
The thing is, it wouldn't distort him too to put on that much size.
No,
I mean, it would
like
almost like fill him out.
You could gain 30 pounds and it wouldn't ruin anything.
Oh, it'd be like amazing.
Which is wild to say.
There's a video of him here.
Looking at Sueloze's page.
Who are you looking for?
Is it Sueloze?
Was that how you say it?
I think it's Sueloze.
No.
Yeah. He told us how to say it. It's
Sulios?
No, it's not. We thought it was Sulios.
No.
It's Sulioze or something like that. I can't. I'm
Wait,
sorry.
I'm still saying Sulios.
I know that's what we're all doing too, but we're trying to get it right. Yeah, this is pretty phenomenal. Him and Tonio had a good battle too. Tonio was just so complete.
Like wild how complete he is.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking cartoon character.
Yeah.
I love Tonio's physique.
Yeah.
Especially
he has some of my favorite back shots in the pro league right now.
For a guy
look at this. Oh my God.
Yeah. For a guy that's not that heavy, he carries his mass
this is
really
what,
well.
like a 220, 225 pound bodybuilder. Like, what does this guy weigh?
Somebody said he was like 221, 222.
Yeah. And I mean, Vito's weight is probably mostly because of his legs, obviously, but
yeah, he's probably what, 230, 240 maybe.
I would assume 240 with those legs, just because.
And Rafa's what, like in the 250, 260 range?
Yeah. Looking at Justin, I have a lot of hope for Justin. He seems to be looking better and better and better with each.
No, he does. His midsection has looked really good in the shots too.
Yeah. Where did I go for? Where the fuck how did I get down there? There we go. Next. Yeah, he's looking better and better. It's really just going to come down to that waist.
Yeah.
If it looks like this on stage, then the other two are going to have a problem.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to be very careful in that fucking carb up process. That's for damn sure.
If it, you know
Look
what,
at those biceps.
I would venture to say, guys, and we, maybe this is unpopular opinion. If his waist looks like this, I think he's going to win.
Yeah, he has a little herniation there above that.
Yeah,
belly
right here. Yeah, I had that,
Hmm.
but I don't think it's going to hurt him at all.
No,
I think if his abs look like that on stage, he's going to be very tough to beat for anybody.
Yeah.
So Mike, what are you saying? Are you saying what if you had to call your top three? And you know what? Hey, before we go on, I'm sorry. You know what? I should show you guys because Ron Gordon is pretty fucking massive, and
He's crazy.
He's had some time off.
His legs can come up like just a touch more. His upper body, especially in the front shots, it's the craziest looking thing in person, man. He's such a cartoon because he's tall as shit too. Like,
isn't it RBG or is it RGB? Ron Gordon, RGB? No.
RPG?
Isn't that the judge? Oh, it is RPG. Okay. Ron Gordon's last update was a while back.
No, this one's recent.
This one's 6 weeks out. No, this is 6 weeks out of Detroit.
And fucking Paul Dillette, part 2 right here.
He just posted this, but this was at 6 weeks out. Yeah.
This fucking physique.
What the fuck is that?
Right? Dude, and I tell you, this is even wilder looking in person.
Yeah,
dude, for sure it is. Look at the thickness of that dude's biceps.
I know. And look at the chest density, the fucking lats, the waist. Like,
Dude,
he just
that
doesn't
is
have the legs.
wild.
He is quite tall. The legs aren't quite there, but his upper body is nuts, man.
Look
was
at
the
how
last
big
show he
his
did?
biceps are. That is nuts.
What's that? I'm sorry. Say that again, Mike.
What was the last show he did?
I don't
Like,
remember. It's
we
been a
could see him
couple of
on
years
stage.
now.
I've done a few shows with him, but
So his legs are going to be obviously but I mean, it's the size of him is ridiculous. Yeah, the size of him is ridiculous. Like when
He
he
didn't
stands,
use the head shrink app on that one.
if you go down, there is a stage shot from Tampa Pro 2022 right there.
yeah, like that's a nice physique, man. His legs
Great.
look better when he's filled out and like in
Yeah.
his trunks, Who knows? Maybe he'd shock somebody. Maybe show up. Abdullah's working with him, and Psycho Fitness. But I mean, that's fucking
Abdullah, man.
that's a big fucking dude.
Yeah.
He's going to come in really big.
And then we have Harry Harris, who has a nice physique, but maybe giving up a little too much size. So let's take a look.
This is his pro debut, or
Yeah, I believe so. He's got a nice physique. He just still needs a little bit of muscle.
where's he from?
Britain,
He's UK.
UK, England, however you want to say it.
He looks good though.
He's got
Conditioning
nice,
looks great.
he's got nice shape. It just it needs,
Conditioning's great too. This is a
put a
week
lot
out.
more mass.
That's a week
Yeah.
ago. That's 2 weeks out. That's great. But
Who
yeah,
else
I mean, he's still a little on the small side, but I mean, you got to start somewhere. So
there was
Yeah.
one other person I'm missing. Who's the other person I'm missing?
there's the Canadian Gary Epi.
Oh, I'm actually excited to see him.
Yeah.
How do you fucking spell that?
Gabe, just having Gabe.
He's a little guy, like shorter guy, but he's thick as fuck.
No, third one.
Oh, sorry. That's the wrong Gabe.
Yeah, that's the classic physique Gabe.
Yeah, there. Yeah, he's actually got a massive back. I remember, well, that's an off-season photo. Let's find a stage shot. That's not even, is that him?
No, that's a client.
I mean, he trains a lot of people.
Yeah, that's him.
He's a dense little fella, ain't he?
Yeah.
This is his pro debut.
Oh, nice.
So,
Yeah,
See, that guy's got some hammies.
He's from Quebec.
yeah. See how he fares with the guys.
Yeah. That's exciting. Fun pro debut.
All right. Well, we'll see you on Saturday.
Yep.
Okay. I want to say this real quick. I was looking at, people talk about social media and how, like, me, Mike, and Ian have talked about it before, and I don't know how you feel, Seth, sometimes, but sometimes you just want to, like, pretend social media doesn't exist. It just gets to be too much. I just want to say, I was looking at Petar's profile. He pops up on my thing all the time because he always does these, like, exercise instructionals. He's got the color, like red for wrong, green, oh, this is right. So he's got these things he does, right? And I see them come up all the time, and I was like, I wonder what else he's doing. So I clicked on his profile, Motherfucker's got 860,000 followers.
Oh snap!
And he's like got crazy engagement on all his stuff. And I'm like,
people love this instructional shit, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is the beauty of fucking social media. This guy has like a a good pro career, but never like elite. But he's making a good living doing what he loves.
Well, he seems. I mean, I don't know him. Is he a nice guy?
Nice guy, yeah, very nice guy.
Yeah.
So I'd probably state that what he's doing here, like all these things, dude, this is what the whatever he's building here is not easy to do, and it's very educational for a ton of people. Like a lot of people look for like educational things, like early, like how to start lifting weights, what's proper form for a tricep press down.
Right.
What are some
the old Smith machine push up there, you know?
Yeah.
I've never done that.
But as a real bad time,
you've got some ridiculous exercises on here for sure.
I totally
this nonsense.
I totally humped you on that speech. Sorry, Seth.
But I think it's cool for him to do that, because there are a lot of people between the ages of probably 16 to 22 that never really train very much, and that's a huge demographic of people right now. And dude, these are all exercises that people do and don't know what the fuck they're doing.
This one's actually really good. He's kind of like, because a lot of people don't know like the outer arms, whatever. Like, anyway, it just listen. It's not like I'm not trying to promote him or anything. I don't get paid. He's not like affiliated with Hostile. I just think it's cool that like you can do what you love and not have to be like an elite bodybuilder and still make money, and that's, you know what I mean? He's working out for a living.
Love for fitness and love for bodybuilding.
Yeah, I just
people do it.
So as much as we shit on social media sometimes, I think it's cool that like you can turn it into something really positive and fucking make a living at it. So anyway, we have New York coming up in 5 weeks this weekend. Nick is obviously the favorite. I think Tonio plans to go in there and upset it. Does anybody think that's going to happen?
No.
Is anybody? No. I think Beef Stew is doing it. I don't think he can beat Tonio or Nick.
I think this would have been a great show for him to do, by the way. Detroit.
Yeah, I think.
Tonio?
No, I think he's talking about Beef Stew.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Would have been great for him, man.
I don't think Beef Stew likes me very much.
I might have. I don't know anything about that, but not bad for bringing it up.
That's okay. We had a contract issue. I think he's very unhappy. But I mean, look, whether you like me or not, it's irrelevant. Come take my money then.
Yeah.
You know what?
You, your money.
Fuck you. I'm taking your 25 grand.
Yeah, he's gonna take it and burn it in front of you.
No, he's gonna take it and be like, thank you for the 25. Like, if it was me, I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna take that motherfucker's money. Fuck him. So anyway, no, but what were we saying? So Stu, Tonio, Nick. Who else do we know that's doing New York? Quentin. Can Quint?
Man, he looks wild, dude.
Can Quint
is
okay? That's actually a legitimate question. Not that I don't think he can beat Nick, but do you guys think he can beat Nick?
No, I think he can definitely make an impact in that lineup. He's improved a lot. Like, there's a lot more depth and maturity to his physique. That was one of the things that was lacking before. You can see in his updates, like, there's a lot more, maturity.
Is there enough back though? Because I think that was the main problem.
Back has improved, but I don't think he can beat Nick yet. Do I think he can make the show interesting? But do I think Nick is a top 5 Olympian every single time he's done the Olympia. So do I think Quentin is a top 5 Olympian? No. Do I think he's on that cusp soon? Yes.
This is
like, this is crazy.
This is the most recent update. Oh no, this is last contest prep. Sorry. Is this the most recent update?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is fucking wild.
He's just gonna keep getting better, dude. He's gonna keep getting better.
And I would suspect that all these are probably like a few weeks behind too,
Yeah.
Bro, that's a thick boy there.
He's impressive, man.
Yeah.
I think his
back, he's still got room.
He's got it. Yeah, he's got it. The hamstring still got to come up to match the quads, and the back still has to come up to match the front.
I think it's been improving though.
Yeah, it's getting better. It's all getting better.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if everything keeps improving and the back and the hams still are lagging, then you still have a problem, right? So I don't know what the back.
Jansen's done some great work with him. I'm excited to see him on stage.
What does the back look like? Is there any back shots up?
I'm not sure.
I didn't see any.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
It's better.
Yeah, sure.
It's better. It's getting there.
His hamstring's got to come up drastically.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
when I look at the
doctors.
when you look at the back double bicep versus like the front double bicep.
Yeah,
it's
high lat syndrome, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I guess his lats aren't that high. They're pretty.
But the thing about this pose too that a lot of people don't, maybe some people don't know, is once this fat comes off, this is going to look way different. So it might look like that now, but as he gets more and more shredded, it's going to look more and more phenomenal.
Yeah.
I've always been a huge fan of Quint's physique. I always thought he's got like unlimited fucking potential. So it's just a matter of time for him to get there. Now, as he stands currently though, if we don't think he can beat Nick, Mike, do you think he can pull ahead of Tonio?
No,
Why?
I think Tonio's too complete.
Yeah. Stu?
It's good, great to be big and all, but when we stand next to a guy who looks that complete, it's like,
yeah, Antonio's so good from the back too, like the detail and completeness. So he might be a little exposed there, but Quinton is structurally gigantic. So it's, you know, I mean, Raphael was worse from the back significantly than Tonio. He still beat him, and he was in worse condition just by being bigger. So
right.
well, he's also in fucking
being
Brazil.
nice shape, and it was also in Brazil. But
He was also in Brazil. Hi.
being nice shaped and being bigger, you know.
Wait a minute. You know what? Ian's right. That's actually almost the same thing. Like Rafa is better, or sorry, Quint, in my opinion, is better than Rafa from the front. So does that mean Quint could pull ahead of Tonio as well?
Maybe. I don't think it's, you know, I think Rafa is still a little better in the side shots, the side chest and side try than Quint. So I think even if you go toe to toe in the front shots,
right.
I don't think he's there in the back and the side quite yet, but he's definitely close. I mean, you know.
Right.
Is he going to be like, Quint will probably be the biggest guy in the show, no? Height wise, structure wise.
Yeah, just structure wise.
So it's a show of like kind of small,
stockier guys. Yeah.
And he'll be the freak that stands out. So it's like these guys that are all comparing with thickness and density and all this stuff, and then all of a sudden you're this frame. I don't know if
it's
you either blast past everybody or you fall behind them, right?
Or you look like a paperclip, yeah.
Yeah.
So what about Stu? Does Stu get his revenge on Tonio this year? Because Tonio beat him last year.
No.
Or does Stu pull ahead of Quint, or is Stu fourth out of these guys that we're talking about?
I think it'll be between for third place, it'll be between Stu and Quinton, and it'll just depend on who shows up and what it is. Because I don't think for those two, it won't be like I don't think it'll be. I mean, it's going to be serious apples and oranges, and it just depends on what Quinton looks like. Because, dude, if Quinton if he is on full hard in shape and hits a front lat, he is going to look fucking wild.
So I don't think Quint has a problem getting in shape. I've seen him in shape a couple times now. And especially with Matt now working with him, I expect Quint to be in shape.
He'll be peaked right. Yeah.
So if we're saying, let's assume Quint is peaked properly. And we'll assume that Stu is also in shape, because I don't think Stu has a problem getting shredded either.
Stu's already shredded, bro.
Yeah, Stu's already in shape.
Shredded.
Like Stu could jump into Detroit this weekend and win 25 grand. Stu, come on, man. Stu, come on. Just get over it a little bit.
Yeah, Fouad will pay your flight.
Okay. They love to hate me. It's all right. I'll move on. What was I going to say? So Stu's going to be in shape. Quint's going to be in shape. So let's not play the if, ands, or buts. Let's say they're both in shape. Ian, what do you think?
I'd give the edge to Quint.
Give the edge to Quint?
Yeah, I think pretty is in right now, bro.
Yeah, but Stu's got good shape. He's not like a.
Stu has great shape.
He's not a fridge.
No. Whoa, hey, come on.
Well, I'm just saying. You said he's not pretty.
No, I didn't.
Did you hear that, Stu? He said you're not pretty.
Whoa, roll the tape. I didn't say shit.
That's joking.
I just said pretty is in. I could have been talking about Stu. No,
okay.
I'm just. No matter how pretty Stu is, Quinton is the prettiest. You know,
it's a different level.
He's up there in the upper degrees of the pretty.
How tall is Stu?
I think he's my height. Yeah, I think he's 5'8", 5'9".
And what? Quinn 6'1", 6 foot.
Yeah, that's a pretty wild picture.
Yeah, he looks awesome.
Yeah.
But I do think that, you know, Quinton is the prettier of the two. And I think if all things, say their conditioning was even and they still both have a few flaws in their physique that need to be improved here and there, I think the shape and the just statuesque size of Quentin will be overwhelming.
Mike, you agree?
Yeah, I think it'll be Nick, Tonio, Quentin.
I agree.
Do we know a fifth person that's doing the show or no? I heard the lineup was stacked, but I don't know the other guys that are doing it.
Anybody post it? Did RX Muscle post it or anything?
No, not yet.
There
Okay.
won't be a lineup until like the Tuesday or Wednesday of the week of the show, but
Okay, let's move on. We'll do some questions. Unless there's any other news we want to talk about.
You guys talk about the guy who got beat up? Because I don't know anything about that.
So
Yeah,
we're
we did.
talking about, I just actually want to add something to that. So for those who don't know, Michael DeBoule is a Olympian in the classic physique division. And he was at a show where his girlfriend was competing, the Two Bros Pros show in the UK. And apparently, I don't know if he was trying to get backstage during the day or whatever, but at night after the show was over, one of the security guards said he could go backstage. And then when he went backstage, a couple of the other security guards said that they had already told him that he couldn't go backstage. So they basically beat the fuck out of him. He broke 2 ribs, broke his nose. He's got his eyes swollen. So they didn't just try and take him out. They, put the beats to him. So nobody really knows what happened. Apparently there's CCTV video footage, so it's being investigated. But I just want to say this one thing, because we already talked about it a little bit. So Mike, I'll get your input because you're obviously a security guard for high level people. But I know, I've worked for security companies, and as a security guard for a company, you're actually not allowed to touch the person unless they physically attack you first. You're actually, if you have to remove somebody by force, you're supposed to call the police. You're not actually allowed to grab somebody. That was the rules I worked under, as an actual a security company.
So
But
what if you're bouncing at a bar though, and someone's causing a ruckus?
Bouncing at a bar is different. Bouncing at a bar is different. I worked for a real security company
Sure.
at a Ford plant, and there's you see security guards at the mall and stuff. They're not actually allowed to grab you and throw you out. They're supposed to by law, I think they're supposed to subdue you and call the police.
Yeah, I mean, no matter whether that's the rule or not, beating the shit out of them is certainly not the fucking.
Yeah,
Mike, what was the backstory of that? He was saying something or being critical of somebody, right?
Well, yeah. So he had been on his social media earlier in the day and being critical of the show and completely fair points that, as a promoter, you should be like, wow, fuck. I mean, that kind of sucks to hear, but I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You take it on the chin. People are entitled to their opinions. You can be upset about it, but it shouldn't be reflected in this way. He had just been saying that the pricing of the show was crazy, that it was 65 fucking pounds to watch one class with 4 competitors when the Arnold is charging $50 US to watch the whole damn show.
I think he meant, sorry, I got a little bit of clarification from somebody. It wasn't each class. It was, you had to pay for the amateur and then pay again to watch the pros.
Yeah.
So it was not per class,
But either way, it was more expensive than the Arnold by a margin. He was saying that it was just kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And showed a few pictures of the venue and saying that it was, a low scale production for how much they were charging and that it was kind of crazy. And then that they wouldn't even let him backstage, to see his girlfriend that was competing. So he had voiced his stuff on social media. It wasn't being a dick about it, just said it was kind of unfortunate and that, promoters need to step up and do better for the athletes and better for everything. He wasn't fuck these guys, fucking idiots, He was like, yo,
yeah, but listen, one year, Mike, you were there. One year we had Kevin Hamden do kind of his magic show. I don't know if you want to call it magic, mind reading, magic show. Mentalism. After the we kind of did it. It was supposed to be a intermission thing, Seth, and it was it ran a little long. After the show, there was videos made about it, how people were complaining. Fouad's show got fucked up, blah blah. We didn't send anybody nasty messages. We just fucking next year we're all right, we're gonna either do something shorter or not do that at all, whatever. But you can't.
You should have said me and Mike to kick the shit out of them.
Well, we tried that first, but but anyway, so Mike, you're the security guard here. You've probably got the most experience bouncing, security, all that. How do you see this whole thing?
I don't know the situation. I don't think anyone really will know the exact situation, but it sounds like to me that whoever he was complaining about and besmirching their show didn't take too kindly to that. and kind of give the go ahead. Like if this guy starts fucking around, feel free to.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know.
Fuck out of him.
There's times and there's the ways people should act, and everyone believes that no one would act in certain ways, but there's some people who take massive offense to the things you say, and your mouth can get you in a lot of trouble. Not that I condone what happened to him, and I don't know what he did or didn't do, or who these promoters are, who aren't they, but it just sounds a little ridiculous to think that, like, oh, these guys just, they were so mad he was backstage, they beat the shit out of him. Like, no, they sound like they were sent there to do that. And the real security guard was like, yeah, go ahead. And these guys who were security guards were like, oh, if you see this guy, fucking feel free to give him a slap, like, because he's talking shit about our show.
Set the dogs on.
Which is like, there's just some people out there that aren't cool with that shit. So especially if you're at my show and you're literally live doing stories saying this is a shit promotion, why is it so expensive, blah 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 blah, and there could be issues there where they just don't, maybe this guy and those guys have had issues in the past, and next thing you know, it's like, I don't know, I'm speculating, so don't take my word for that. And I'm not saying that either side's right or wrong, but it just sounds like something more is going on than security guards just felt like kicking the shit out of a guy. Like,
it sounds like you're defending them a bit. Am I right or wrong?
defending the promoters?
The security guards.
No, I'm not defending them. I'm just saying, I'm not saying anything is right or wrong. I'm just saying that there's repercussions for your actions sometimes in life that aren't necessarily what you would expect them to be, but some people just aren't what you expect them to be.
Hey, you gotta remember, dude, there's just some straight up motherfuckers in the game, dude.
Yeah, but wait a second.
Everybody,
listen, whether these motherfuckers are hardcore or not, we're talking about legalities. We're not talking about you got your ass beat.
They disregarded legalities. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like that's what they might have just sent in two hard hitting motherfuckers to be like, hey, just fuck this guy up and end this dumb shit.
Yeah,
like I mean, that's
what I'm saying. I would highly doubt that when it comes out that they were actually working security for the venue.
Yeah. No, they were apparently. Well, this is apparently. I can't say anything. They were or weren't.
Well, I can get my buddy to come do security with me tonight.
No. What I was gonna say, Mike, is the promoters came out and made a statement, which was kind of crazy, but whatever. They made a statement and they said that the security guards were all SIA certified, which I guess is the security certification there in the UK. So they weren't just like some guys off the street they threw staff shirts on. Apparently, these were actual security guards. My question to you, Mike, is if you ever had an encounter as a security guard and the police showed up, would you run away if you thought you were doing everything right? Like, apparently these guys took off. Like when the cops showed up.
Well, that's why I'm telling you, they were told to do something, like, and they're smart enough to know, because they might have probably done that before, to get the fuck out of there, because they can't justify their actions and they're going to get in trouble. So they ran. Like,
okay, I got you.
That's why they left. Like, if they were actual security guards doing their job, they would feel okay staying, because obviously whoever this individual has caused a problem, was a danger to the crowd or to the people around. So they can get away with subduing him, and the cops will be like, yeah, we get it, this guy was fucking nuts. Like, they're not going to be like, yeah, he talked shit and our guy told us to beat the shit out of him. Right? Like, they're just like, yeah, I'm leaving. Like, if you fucking broke into a store and stole stuff, would you walk away, or would you take off? You did something wrong.
So is the lesson be careful how you speak, because some people might not just take it?
Pretty much. I mean, I'm not condoning that he got beat up, and I have no idea what the real situation is, but like, you just have to, like, be aware that, like, in life, like, just because you think you have the right to say something, or you feel like you want to say it, doesn't mean that someone else isn't going to take massive offense to it and maybe actually do something about it. And then you're going to cry when it happens, because it's like, that's, some people are fucked up, dude. Like, they're not going to take that shit, and they'll hit you.
With some of our illustrious pasts and the things we've done, we've come across some real motherfuckers, and like, I've done some really crazy shit when I was in my early 20s. And it's like, there's a few people that I know that I'm like, man, I'm glad you're on my side. And like, I still see them today, and I'm like, you did not change. Holy shit. And it's just, those people exist, and they just don't give a fuck.
They're just looking for a reason. They're like a hammer looking for a nail. So it's like, that's the nail, to go fucking hit it. Like, It doesn't take much. Yeah.
Well, just to say for the other side.
Well, it's not a side. Like he's not giving a side. Like
no, I know. Just
like look from a legality standpoint. No matter what, they broke the law. Who cares? Okay,
right.
That's something that Mike can deal with. Yeah. You know, in whatever way he decides to. But I mean, he's right. Like sometimes you say shit, and someone, whether you were right or wrong or allowed or not allowed, is really irrelevant. And someone would be like, "I don't like what you said. I'm going to set my voice and kick the shit out of you." And that's just kind of what happens in life sometimes. It fucking sucks, and you know, whether you learn or you don't learn, or you think it's okay and you think they were wrong, but it's all irrelevant in this case. And that, you know, they didn't like.
Well, something's fishy because they're coming out like with these outlandish, like one side saying one thing, one side saying the other, like painting both with a bad brush, right? So it's like it's going to end up like going nowhere because it's hearsay, and like there could be assault charges levied or whatever they decide to do, but like. Like the guy's like, what did they say? He went back and he was bothering females or something, or they made up some.
I think that was something along the lines. The statement that Two Bros Pros left was something along the lines
where there was girls changing.
Yeah, something along
so
the
he's
lines
like,
of like,
they're painting him as a pervert, and they're like beating up a pervert. So, but it's like he's just like, I just went back to see my girlfriend, but like everyone can call everyone into question. Yeah. The fact remains that something went down that was like probably premeditated, and they're just like, oh, we'll just go with the pervert story. Sounds good.
Well, regardless, maybe
it's unfortunate for Mike.
I hope he's all right though. I don't wish anything bad.
Maybe because I like Michael.
Oh, I'm sure he's a nice guy. I'm not happy he got beat up at all.
I gotta say this. I'm the kind of person who, I don't know how you guys are. Like, you see comments on YouTube or your Instagram, whatever. I don't think I've ever left a bad comment on anybody's fucking page anywhere.
Oh, I have a million times.
I wrote one today.
I wrote two today.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
Fat. I called the guy a fat ass on Instagram. Took it off.
No, you did. No, there was a reason why though. You didn't just do it out of the blue.
No, I was responding to something.
Yeah. Responding is different. That's what I'm talking about.
No, sometimes I'll just be going through my reels and like, and I'll see something that's like ridiculous. I read the comments because I know it's going to be funny. And then I'm like, man, fucking idiot,
You do, really? I've never left a comment. Like, I've never been the instigator leaving a comment on any video anywhere.
Or like someone will be posting like a training video where like they're doing the most ridiculous, made up, silly nonsense exercise. And I'll just go comment down and be like, no,
I've never. Seth, have you left negative comments on people's shit?
Not negative, like, oh, you suck. I like fucking with people.
Yeah,
that's different. Banter is different.
If there's an opportunity for me to like kind of be a sarcastic prick, I'm like, I'll take.
No, that's not what you're saying, Ian. Don't start agreeing with him like you're saying the same thing. No, it's not.
Of course it is.
You're finding random people. You're finding random reels and saying, fucking, this is stupid. You're an asshole.
But I'm finding reels that have like gone viral with like 70 million comments on it, just commenting no, or like stupid,
Good for my algorithm when I do that.
He's talking about
people will recognize my name. My comment will end up getting like 6,000 likes. I'm like, nice.
All right. Maybe I'm a loner in this one. I don't.
I'm gonna leave a comment right now on a weird thing. So
just a random.
Fucking stupid.
No, I want to show you guys.
If I've got any in here.
No, I mean, let me. I think it's fun whenever you're fucking with people. Like whenever somebody does something, like if I'm doing my morning cardio and it's 100%, there, it's like you see something or somebody says something like poking at you or poking at somebody that you're friends with or anything like it, and you're like, what could I be like a little bit of a smart ass and instigate something that would be fun? Like not in like an ill heart, but like just being like, I just want to fuck with you right now because I can. It's fun.
That's different. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Okay, I want to ask you guys if you could pick any era of dance. What is the coolest era of dance? Not for you to dance. Not for you to dance. I'm not saying you dance, Mike.
Dance music?
Saying like watching people dance. What is the coolest era of watching people dance? Okay, I'll go last. Go ahead. Somebody else go.
Man, you put us on the spot with this shit. Like,
okay, I'll go first. For me, I think the 70s is the best dance era.
Like you like some
what are they doing though?
Like disco. I love a good disco. I love like when you see like if you're watching like The Godfather, if you're watching The Godfather and they go to like the nightclub scene, you see people dancing. I'm like, that's cool. I'm
like Pulp Fiction, kind of like
Yeah. So I'm gonna go 70s. But I don't know if there's like other.
I
Hard to
don't
say.
dance. I'm not good at it.
No one said
Okay.
it's for us to dance. I'm saying if you
I
see
know,
it.
but I'd love to. But why do you think I'm fucking short, wide
I'm
waisted
gonna say
white
the
guy, bodybuilder?
the 1400s with a original traditional waltz.
Cowboy line dancing is fucking cool. I wish I knew how to do that shit.
What was in the 50s, like doo-wop? Like there's like
Oh
they,
yeah, like the twist
threw them
and
over
shit.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
That
swing
was
dancing was
early
cool.
2000s
Swing
stomping
dancing,
yard
yeah,
kind
swing.
of shit.
Okay, so Mike's 50s, I'm 70s. Seth is what? Anything?
I mean, I'm a big fan of the 70s. That's a strong time. Like
Okay.
moving into the 70s, like
Okay.
everybody.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
balls.
I like new it nowadays. Like people shuffle. You seen people shuffle?
What do you, oh,
Like,
I'm not
yeah,
light
at
enough
like
for
raves
that.
and
yeah,
shit.
I've seen it.
yeah. That's pretty
That
good.
shit is like mind blowing to me. That
Right.
fucking
They
do
make
that
it look
shit.
so easy in all the
Like,
videos.
how-
It's like,
you can't
oh,
even
here's the
begin to
how
start to learn
Okay.
that.
Have
Try
you
and do
ever,
that next
Seth,
time I
have
see
you
you.
ever tried it?
No.
Takes
Literally,
a lot of
this
takes
is
a lot
one
of MDMA
fucking
to get
thing I cannot do. Can't do it.
Yeah.
It's
All right.
fucking crazy.
Ian, do you have one or no?
I gave you an answer.
What'd you say?
The waltz.
All right.
Traditional waltz.
I want to show you guys. I came across this on TikTok, and I was shocked at how bad the dancing was in
90s.
like my teenage era, like the 90s and 2000s. Dancing is the fucking. You thought it was cool.
That was whenever ska was a big deal.
Here, I'll turn this down a bit so we can.
What else was a big
Wait,
deal then?
What am I sharing here? The whole page? Sorry.
This is like Return to the Mac era. Was it Return to the Mac?
That was 2000s. Listen to
Okay.
this.
Oh, this is like Euro.
I don't even think I can play this on,
Then like Germany.
but like,
Oh yeah, these guys are killing it.
Look
Well,
at
it's
how-
in Britain. No wonder.
Yeah, that's UK.
Do you remember when? Did you ever go to clubs and guys hold up those tune signs that guy was just holding?
what signs?
The dude was just
What is
holding up a
that?
piece of paper. It says tune right here.
Why tune?
Oh no, I haven't.
They fucking show it to the DJ like to say basically we're fucked up. Like we're
But
fucked up.
look at this. It's brutal.
This is the 80s.
It pretty much looks like white girls across time dancing. You can click on the 80s, it's gonna look like that too.
80s was big with the flow, dude. It was wild.
Yeah, they would
It's
just be
fucking
blowing,
funny.
like,
Look
on
at
the
this.
table.
Look at this. What the fuck is this? It's like a bad shuffle.
They're probably
Yeah,
picking
that's
like
the start of the shuffle right there.
Yeah, that's the first one.
We got something
Oh,
older.
she's killing it. Look at that. Look at that. Sultry.
Oh, this one's really going at it. Look at this. This is great.
Man, I don't know. I don't know. Did you get good quality like 90s clubs? Like, is this the best of the best?
I don't know.
You know?
Yeah. It's a lot of arm flailing. The arms are out of control.
I don't see any implants anywhere. It's all like normal looking chicks.
Yeah, implants weren't a big thing in the 90s. I don't think.
Oh, there we go.
All
Nice.
natural.
Folks,
Speak
folks,
of the devil. Speak of the
Those
devil.
are real though. Those are implants.
look at this guy back here. What the fuck
Okay.
is he doing?
That's
I feel like this is like in Germany or something. Where is this?
What are these guys doing back here? What is this fucking dance here?
Where did you find this page?
Whoa.
Brad? What did you find?
Dude, I don't know. I was on my fucking TikTok. I was on my TikTok and Nightclub nostalgia came up. And I started I couldn't stop watching it. It was fucking hilarious. So then I decided to share it with you guys because I'm like, I didn't realize how bad we dressed and danced and all that shit. So
It was fun though. It was a great time.
For sure.
the funny thing is you don't know it when you're doing it.
No,
then
but you look back and you're like, fuck, that was great.
All right, let's do some questions.
So I talked about this in a video, like how kids, like people growing up in today's age, like what are they going to look back on and be nostalgic about? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
remember that time we all put masks on our face and fucking
Oh my
stayed home
God.
for a year?
Mike, you would have loved it. I saw this fucking compilation today of, it just said at the top, it said, remember when we all went to the grocery store during COVID and people were wearing like fucking hazmat suits. One guy was wearing a party hat, you know, the cones, like the happy birthday cones. He's wearing it over his face.
My
like,
favorite
oh,
was when they wore a mask, but there was a slit in it.
yeah,
So you
yeah.
could still smoke out of it.
They were.
I saw a girl at Starbucks the other day with a full on like fucking one you would wear to do like with the fucking
surgery,
like spray a car.
Yeah, to like spray a fucking pesticide.
Man, you know what's funny? We're gonna look back in like 20 years and go, we were washing our fucking, like, people were getting like
people were wiping.
People were getting a can of Coke or a case of Coke bottle, and they were spraying them and wiping them down. What the fuck were we doing?
Dude, it was a wild time. It changed the fucking world.
Did any of you guys do that shit? I mean, we had to. So I used to wear my mask like when we go into the groceries. Like,
I had to wear it to go to the grocery store. You'd have to wear the mask, but in terms of like when I get home and wipe my shit down,
no, I didn't do any of
that shit. My parents got so freaked out because they were getting older that like the whole like wiping things down, because nobody knew shit in the beginning. Everybody thought it was like this was the end of the fucking world.
Right.
And like it was crazy.
I don't fault any of the old people.
No.
I only fault.
They went right for them. They're like, you're basically gonna die. You
are
the number one. You're the number one target. You're gonna fucking die from this.
You remember like when you go to like Costco or like all these places, like fucking paper towel and like all this shit was like gone. Toilet paper gone.
Yeah.
People were stocking up for the fucking apocalypse. It was crazy.
I could never figure out why toilet paper was the go-to.
It's always the thing. It's like, why are you so concerned about wiping your ass?
Like I can just jump in the shower if I have to wipe my ass.
Literally. You know what I was saying? I was thinking
shit in the shower. Push it down through the grate with my foot.
The podcast again because we've talked about it. How honestly, it's one of my favorite things. This is fucked up to say, but
to wipe your ass in the shower.
Just to take a shit right before the shower and just stand up without wiping, get in the shower, just give it a fucking rinse.
You're not supposed to do that, Ian. Okay,
you do it.
Seth, we have to have this conversation again because you haven't been privy to these conversations. When you take a shit before you're about to get in the shower, do you wipe before you get in the shower, or do you just get in the shower?
Yeah, I wipe. I do.
You're lying. You just don't want to admit it.
Do you do like a half-ass job though, or do you do a full?
A one wipe. He does a one wipe. Just get off all the excess.
I get in, I take the shower head off the thing, and I'm just like,
41%.
There was a couple. We had foreign exchange students that came in, and my sister, whenever we were in high school, my sister became good friends with the girl her name was Federica, and she came in from Italy, and she could not fucking believe that we did not have bidets.
Yeah, because it's gross.
Could not believe. She was washing her ass in the sink. Like regularly, like she'd come over and Whitney would be like, dude, she's cleaning her ass in our sink. I'm like, I mean, dude, that's Seth, that's the culture.
As like the American of Americans, I'm gonna get you to admit one thing.
Okay.
Toilet paper is definitely dirtier to wipe. Like it's the dirtiest way to clean your ass.
Oh, dude, yeah, I'm a dude wipe guy, man.
So you have to wipe, and
you need moisture, at least a little moisture.
Yeah, once I had kids, I realized like how awesome fucking wipes are. Like, dude, you wipe your ass with a wipe, like a kid's fucking like diaper wipe that you.
You know what's better than that, Seth? You know what's better than that?
Shower, right?
Go in the shower. Go in the shower.
Honestly, I when I did Vancouver Pro in 22, I stayed at this Airbnb, and they had like one of the fanciest bidets, like one of the ones attached onto the toilet seat, the craziest one. And there was
blow hot air after too and cool your
did everything, fucking everything. Me, Julian, and my buddy Mark were all staying in the Airbnb, and I swear, like as gross as it sounds, we would literally like take turns, like intentionally trying to take shit so we could just sit on the toilet and like enjoy it.
I've never used a bidet. I've never.
Oh my god, man!
I have one in my house.
Do you really?
Yeah,
they're the best. They're the best. Yeah.
Next time you come over, Seth, you can use it.
Yeah. So we're gonna redo the bathroom and
get a bidet.
You got the space, put it in, or at least get the toilet.
Just get these new toilets. Yeah, spray up at you. You can.
It was a Toto. That's what they had. They had one of these Toto seats. Yeah.
Let's take a look.
Yeah. Get the sound.
Time to shit. I thought that was the commercial.
No, that was Mike.
I know.
Man, why is this so dramatic, man?
Look at that. You can adjust the spray angle.
Well, that's
awesome. I know.
The best
I know
of the ones
Chris,
that blow the air after.
I know Chris in his new house. Chris in his new house has a crazy one that like opens and takes the seat down, fucking heats it and cleans the seat and fucking cleans it.
That's why I looked up Japanese bidets, because I think the Japanese ones are the best ones.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the one that was at this Airbnb was fucking awesome. I honestly just wanted to go sit there without even. I'd sit down to pee just to fucking let this thing do it for my ass. You know.
Look at all these settings. Look, dry, bidet. What's this say? Cleaning.
Yeah.
Kids.
How much is this toilet? How much is it?
It's like $2,000 or something like that for one of these good ones.
Yeah, you can get seats from like $200 to $1,000.
Well, yeah, if you just get a seat, it's different. If you get a whole toilet, like what is this whole toilet?
The whole toilet you're pushing.
$700. Look at this one's $1,500. What does this one do? What the fuck does this do?
Because I was going to say this can't be. These can't be cheap. You want good quality parts that doesn't break down.
Oh, this one's classier. This one's classic. Oh, look, it opens for you.
Senses you.
You
gotta take your dress off. What's she doing?
Oh, it warms the seat.
Hike it up.
Oh, look at that.
Oh my god.
Incredible.
It's like a fucking alien.
Oh, look at that. It blow dries.
What the fuck is that?
It blow dries your ass.
It blow dries you.
It was like brown air.
Why does she shit a bunch of marbles?
Yeah. She shit through her dress. Marbles.
I want to try it.
Okay, there's one problem. It should close before it flushes. I saw another report now that you're...
Yeah, but what do you do? You know that when you're walking into a public restroom that there's shit plume residue everywhere.
Yeah, but you can eat it
so
once in a while.
What do you care? You're exposed to it. Like
because
everyone's shit plume.
Wait a second.
I want my own shit plume. I'm fine with my own shit plume.
Okay, hold on a minute. How often are you in a public toilet?
Handful of times a year, or maybe more. It depends if you travel.
Okay, handful of times a year. But you shit 3 times a day. So I don't want
your shit. Who cares?
That's my shit.
Still fucking dirty bacteria.
It came out of me.
Doesn't mean it's good for you.
I'm talking
your bacteria. It's not foreign to you. It's already there.
It's going to end up on your toothbrush. You're going to brush your teeth with it. There's feces in your mouth.
I feel like it'll be okay if it's mine, though. It won't be as bad.
You know what? I hate it when you guys do this.
You know what? My dog, my female friend.
When we're right?
Female friend.
Hey, you're fucking trolling me.
You guys make sense too much.
You know
I hate it.
You know what? Why just you shit on your toothbrush then? Just
sure, I will.
It's completely different.
I'll put my toilet. Yeah.
Actually, it's exactly the same. It's fecal matter on your toothbrush.
How close to your toilet do you keep
your the reason why it goes in water, dude.
And
it's not like
fecal
blasting
matter.
up like a fucking.
Yes, it is. Look, watch.
I know what you're saying, but I'm saying the actual shit is still in the water. It's not exploding and detonating. It's just water particles.
No, it's shit particles.
You flush it, it's like.
Look at here. I'll show you.
I know. I see that you showed me.
Graphics are ridiculous. They're so ridiculous.
Look at this.
It's water vapor. It's water vapor.
Shit. This is fecal matter in your face.
It's not, man.
No, it's not.
Your shit's in the water.
That's also not even close. That's also not even close to big enough to get to my toothbrush.
No, but it's big enough to get in your face. If you're anything like me, you lean over the toilet.
COVID-19.
I don't care nearly about as much.
COVID-19 particles in toilet plume. Go to the second one there.
Where?
And
here?
And then there's like COVID tips for it.
Where?
No,
look
at the second one in.
Down left. There.
Look at the shit plume in your face.
That's not real. That does not come.
It is real. This is real, Seth.
No, it's not.
Look at the plume. That's in your face.
Not a fucking chance.
But that's just the water. That doesn't necessarily mean shit.
Yeah, but there's fecal matter in that. Read the article.
Okay,
yeah,
but either way,
like it's a cesspool. A cesspool of shit, like the water shit.
I'm just telling you,
shit.
If you want to be safe, close the lid when you flush. That's all I'm saying.
If you do that, like, dude, my fucking underwear, my 3-year-old underwear should be in a fucking hazmat fucking bag.
Would you
no way.
Listen,
like I fart in my shit all day. I fart in my pants.
You know what? You guys are so disagreeable with me.
Yeah, wait, you fart? Do you fart with your pants on?
Wait a second.
I'm farting with my pants on.
Oh, I take my pants off every time I fart.
What?
So you're literally walking around in shit particles all day, bro.
Not my face. Not my face.
Why does it matter?
You take your pants off to fart? Is that for real?
Yo, why do you care so much about your
Mike wasn't listening. It is.
Like, and also,
that's all I heard.
Are you bending like right over the toilet?
Mike, every time I fart, I take my pants off.
Hold on, guys.
Okay, listen.
In public.
Why do you guys want to disagree with me so bad that you're willing to have fecal matter in your face?
So
you're like,
what?
What's Arab of me? Not wanting shit in my face?
Yeah.
Arab as fuck.
Very. You're approaching Arab as fuck now. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fucking shit in my face. It's okay. Okay.
But we can establish at least it's nowhere near your toothbrush.
Yeah, like where is
What's
your
that?
toothbrush being stored?
No, my toothbrush.
Keep the toothbrush like right on the back of the toilet. You know?
No, actually, my toothbrush is in my shower.
That's fucking weird too. But
I brush my teeth in the shower.
I think that's weird too. I don't like that. I
Okay.
think that's odd.
It's different.
How many people?
You're getting like every particle known to man on your toothbrush in the shower.
How could they possibly have a census on this?
Oh
Like,
my God, this is horrible. I'm only one of 4%.
Yeah,
I don't think
4%.
Take a minute to learn if brushing as you bathe is safe for your smile.
Oh man, I don't think this is gonna go your way, dude.
I'm not reading it.
I don't
The
think
fact that they wrote an article about
Look,
it.
I gotta tell you,
Articles everywhere.
I gotta tell you guys, I like taking long showers. So I do everything. Shave my head, shower, take a shit in the shower, push it in the drain.
I do that too.
That's the most fucking disturbing thing if you really do that.
I'm joking.
That's honest.
I'm joking.
I don't think you are.
I am.
I think that you've done it. No, I think that you've done it. I think that you've done it.
Listen.
One time.
If I was like,
now you got
flu,
shit foot.
No,
You got shit
no,
foot all day.
Listen, if I had the flu and I had by accident, that's not my fault. That's
Oh shit! Not again.
Would you push it in with your foot? Or
I've never
You're mashing it through the grate.
You take the shower head off and go like.
Then it's not going down, so you got to stomp it out like a
It's
fire.
like when you have like food in the sink, you know, when you take the thing off and you're like, come on, get down there, you know.
I can't breathe. You guys are so fucked up, man.
If you move it around enough, it'll get everything down.
I didn't realize
the setting.
Yeah,
I got to be honest. I didn't realize the brushing the teeth in the shower was that weird.
Yeah, it's awful.
4% weird. Yeah,
It is pretty fucking strange. 4% is very low.
very low.
Maybe I should change my habits. I'll see if there's any detrimental
Or
things.
it's like you're a superhero. You're super gifted. It's very few of you.
You're
an Avenger.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that, yeah.
You and Tony Stark are
This is only saying that
Toothbrush
it's bad. This is only saying it's bad because you waste water. That's not it. Okay. That's
What?
Yeah.
Fuck wasting water.
Okay, I don't care about that.
Yeah, do it intentionally.
I leave my tap on all day at my house. So
Doesn't say fuck nerd. I'm gonna turn my tap on right now.
Okay.
Leave my fridge door open too.
Okay. Would you rather? No.
All this shit convo made me I feel one coming now, you know?
Can you? This is actually a good question.
Loose.
Listen, this is a good question because it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of true, but it's not. Can you target your inner chest, or is that a fallacy?
You cannot.
You can emphasize it. It's
No.
So, okay. So I agree with you because there's no such thing as inner chest. It's like the fiber runs all the way across.
It run this way.
Right. But what I'm saying is, can certain move, and I'm asking because I'm not the fucking science guy. But I do know like what feels a certain way. So there's certain movements I can do that I get more burn on the inside of my chest, and certain movements I can do to get more burn on the outside. Huh?
Give me an example.
Fuck,
For me,
if I have a really good contraction on a pec deck, I can get like a really tight,
like a hex press. I think constantly having it heck tight.
You know how many?
Obviously, there's no inner chest muscle, but for if I was trying to target my inner chest, like a hex press is going to do more so than a regular.
Me and you are on our own there, buddy, because hex press, I think, is the most hated exercise for science guys.
Yeah. I was literally, we're talking about, shitting on people on Instagram. I literally shit on someone doing that.
I love, me and John used to do those all the time. I like doing hex press. I actually like the way it feels.
I admit they feel nice, but I also know that the closer you are inside like this, the more elbow flexion you're going to get and the less elbow movement you can have.
Yeah,
so
but
like
but when you put the dumbbells together, you're kind of here. You're not really here. You're like here.
Yeah, but still, it's too narrow to get a proper elbow drive, and you want to have your elbows away. You don't want to have them going like that. The angle's wrong. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't want to. Sorry, go ahead, Seth.
I was just going to say a hex press isn't something that you're going to do every single workout either.
And it's
But
usually
they
at the
feel
end, it's
good,
usually
for
at the
sure.
end of a workout just to kind of maximize pump. That's
Or
how
if
I
you're
use it.
trying to, because at the end of the day, my chest workouts have always consisted of incline dumbbell or incline barbell. Some type of flat bench would maybe be a hammer strength, an incline or a flat fly, and then cable crossovers, pec deck, maybe some dips. Like that's all I ever did for chest.
Okay,
I never fucking did anything else.
so fuck the hex press. Let's dump it for a minute. Address the topic of what does it mean, Mike, since you're like the trainer, and Ian, you're starting a phonetic app, so you're obviously versed in this too. But let's start with Mike. What does it mean if I could feel the center of my chest more, knowing that there's no such thing as an inner chest? Am I targeting the inner part of the fibers more, or what does that mean?
I think when someone asks that question, it's probably because they're lacking development in that area, and it's usually due to lack of understanding what a real press is, and like getting yourself in a position to like actually open up those fibers and like be able to retract your shoulders and tuck your scapula down so that your sternum lifts.
Sure.
So that when you actually press through things fully, you come across the whole
It develops it. Yeah.
Really
so it's like
point.
I don't
Okay,
think, and I think once you understand, once you're someone who's developed enough and understands like that full range of motion, then you can stop to a certain range of motion and drive into that area more. So it's like I've understood that I understand the full range now, so now I can fuck with the partial.
But
in
does
the
that
sense
mean
that I can drive things in? But the thing is, here's what I'm saying is that the guys that are doing these exercises that are just for their inner chest are inexperienced people most of the time, or not really well versed people. So they're thinking that I just do this and that works my chest. But like you guys have a base of knowledge of understanding how to feel a pec contract. So you understand how to shorten that range and be able to like just elicit the contraction like midway.
Okay,
You know
but
what I
I'm
mean?
asking, but so I understand what you're saying 100%, Mike. But what I'm asking is, let's say I've learned to elicit that contraction just here.
That's why the hex press works for people like someone like you or someone like John, because a hex press, when you do it properly, you don't hold the dumbbell, you don't hold it like this and go like that, right?
No, you
so it's
puff
like
it up,
I'm here, and when I have to push, in order for me to push, I have to rock back.
Right.
So that in itself is the motion of your chest lifting and squeezing.
Right.
Which is the same thing you're doing here.
Right. I got
But now I'm just doing it here and I'm rocking up in. So you're basically smashing dumbbell into outer pec and flexing into inner pec. So you understand how to do a press at a different range, a different angle, because you understand how to set your body into the position. These people are just like taking the pec fly and going like, and like thinking that touching my hands or bringing my hands closer together makes my chest work more. It's like, it doesn't. It has to do with the pressure on the palm and like understanding that you're pushing from hand all the time. You're not driving from shoulders, right?
But I'll be more specific with my question. So let's say the fibers, I'm just being a bro for a minute. Let's say your chest fiber is this long. Like we'll take one strand. It's this long, right? If I feel the contraction here in this part of it, this is the center of my chest. If I feel the contraction here in this part of it, what does that mean? Am I working just this piece?
No.
I'm still working the whole fiber.
Yeah, you'd have to basically, in essence, what you guys know when you're working chest, it doesn't feel like your fibers. It feels like an opening and a closing.
Right.
So science guys will freak the fuck out because your chest is not opening, your chest is not closing. But physically, all of us know what that feels like.
Right.
So it's like, I can understand, like, if I'm able to do something where I can feel this area working more, it's probably because I've understood that I can push from certain areas and make this squeeze when I want.
Okay.
And then the argument is like, that's what I'm saying. These people that are saying that they're going to work their inner chest with these simple motions of pressing a plate out and doing this. And so they rock up through things and they push here. They don't understand that they are doing stuff right. They're not applying that logic to their overall pressing, because their normal pressing just looks like this. Right. And then they go, oh, look at my chest. It's like, yeah, dude, because you're fucking moving right for the first time.
Now your chest is actually moving in the right
range. Now you're actually lifting up your rib cage and lifting up sternum and putting your shoulders behind you.
Full movement, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
If they were actually doing it with a barbell or dumbbells, they might actually get more of a benefit from it.
Yeah.
Ian, you want to touch on that at all, or is that sums up? Yeah. Okay. So
that was a really good explanation, Mike. Great.
Yeah, thanks.
That was awesome.
What age did you lose your virginity, Seth?
Right before I turned 17.
And how long did you last?
Just as long as last night. So
Can I tell you? Because you said that. Can I tell? So me and my wife had a little bit of a pause, just because I'm off everything, and I've been like, I don't really give a fuck.
yeah,
And then
happens.
we had we rekindled the spirit. 30 seconds.
Oh yeah,
30.
We're back.
30. I'm like, I'm gonna give you the best 30 seconds of your life. That was what I was like, what the fuck? I felt like I was 17 again. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the fuck, man?
You should have gone
not long.
downstairs
I mean,
right
I
after
probably-
and played video games. Like, order a pizza.
I'm gonna probably say. I mean, it wasn't long. I mean, I think it lasted longer than she thought. It was zero pleasure.
So just before 17, why don't you just say 16? Why do you say just before 17?
Because it was close to my birthday. I felt special.
Was it a birthday present?
No,
Oh, okay.
The birthday present was a blowjob.
Oh, okay.
Little bit.
Are
of
you?
blowy.
Wait a minute. Wait, this is interesting. Do you prefer blowjobs over intercourse?
I
got you, Seth.
No, it's tough. I really. I mean, I'm a very blessed man in my household.
So you get a lot of blows.
Good at it. Pretty good at it. So it's like, I mean,
it's what the kids are calling a throat goat.
Where did you hear that? On TikTok? When
TikTok.
You were last week?
it's a pretty fucking sick saying. It is.
Damn TikTok, you fucking old man.
I look at
I'm
old
gonna
man
get
looking at all these new terms.
How about that throat goat over there, huh? Guys?
What?
See that
Hey,
throat goat?
it's not my fault. Shit's just on TikTok. It just pops up.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway,
intercourse. Yeah, you can.
okay, but on what scale? Is it like even, like just a little bit more, or like for sure? Like Ian's a for sure. Like he doesn't care about fucking blowjobs.
Well, I like them, but I want to fuck. If
He's
I'm
like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
the words in my mouth.
This thing is live, right?
I like blowjobs and hex presses. They're okay. Okay, but my thing is like Hannah is fucking. She is phenomenal. So I'm like, they're really good. So it's hard to be like. And I mean, before that, she's number one in my book here. So, but yeah, I'm very fortunate. Like I get them regularly.
How many? But what is your experience level?
What do you mean?
Is it like expert?
My
Like
experience.
how many dicks he's sucked, or
Yeah, like which way am I going here?
I'm an amateur.
What are you comparing it to?
I don't know what you're talking about. I've
never seen a penis other than my own.
Okay, Mike, how old were you lost your virginity?
I think 17 too.
I
might have been. Yeah, when I was 17.
Ian, you were like 12.
I was 13.
He was like
the babysitter.
Wait, no. What year was I in grade? I graduated in 2008, 7. It would have been the year I was going from grade 9 into grade 10.
That's
so
like
I think I would have been
14. 13,
14.
But my birthday's in November, so I would have been 13. About to turn 14. Yeah.
Good for you.
Stud.
Older girl?
Fuck.
How old? She was older, right?
Wait, no, she was the same age as me, and it was in a fucking motel bathroom in Timmins, Ontario.
Classy. Classy.
Yeah.
Was it
This
planned?
is a classy town.
Black is your fucking hostile backdrop.
Oh no, you can't say that.
Right, all right. Not a big deal.
So your first was black?
Yeah, it was at a track meet in Timmins, Ontario.
Is that why you're in love with black girls secretly?
Well, my wife is white, so let's not get it twisted. But yeah. But she's as dark of a white as I could find.
Yes.
Me a dark white.
dark white meat. Chicken thigh.
Like thigh meat, yeah, thigh meat.
Chicken thigh meat,
Seth, what is the craziest compliment you'll never forget? That's hard. That's tough.
That's so hard.
Yeah. I got
A lot
It's
of
gotta
brown
be-
dudes and a lot of brown dudes in gas stations up in Canada tell big guys that they're beautiful when they see them.
Yeah, it's true.
They're beautiful,
so
sir.
true.
Beautiful muscles.
It's
Like,
I think
okay.
it's a cultural thing. Indian guys
Yeah.
do that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, Indian guys do that all the time. Yeah.
It's
I
like,
didn't get it from
it's like
Arab.
they're saying it's nice out. You're like, okay,
I don't think
thanks,
you get it
man.
from Arab. I think it's Indian.
No, like
Yeah.
Indian and like Pakistani.
Pakistani. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking brown.
Yeah. That's a tough. If I had to
So-
guess what the best compliment I ever got, it would have to be
I
from my
got one.
mom, dad, or my wife. Go ahead.
No,
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 I'm
go
not going to
ahead.
answer. I'm not going to answer. Go ahead. I don't have one.
No, I was going to say, so in the 2000 I think it was the 2010 Nationals. So I went down there because I won 2009 Nationals and was a pro, and then 2010 went down to Atlanta, and there was like a group of people, probably about maybe 10 to 15 people around me, and I was given like one of my first spiels about like, do a good job in life.
Right.
And I was just being myself, motherfucking the world and saying this and that. And like, there was a few young kids, and this one kid was like 16 years old. And I was like, there's a few rules in life you need to follow if you just want to not fuck up, and you'll have success.
Mhm.
Stay in school, graduate from high school. Don't drink and drive. Don't do hard drugs, and wrap your dick up. I was like,
I failed all of those.
I know I did too, except graduating high school.
Go
So, but I said that, and I said it, vulgar and profane and all this. And like people were laughing and stuff. And I looked over, and there was this like old grandma, like off to the side. And I was like, oh, fuck, dude. I was like, son of a bitch. I was like, why'd I have to go be in this? And she ended up coming over to me after I talked to a few people. And I'm like, man, I don't know how this
She's like, fucking right, bro.
She did. She came over and she said, hey, I really want to thank you for what you said. And I'm like, okay. I was like, thank you. And she's like, my grandson, I'm raising my grandson on my own. My husband's dead and I'm raising him. His parents aren't in the picture anymore. And she's like, I say these things, not like you, but I say these things to him. But you saying that actually sunk into his head. So thank you. I was like,
that's pretty cool.
All right, dude, maybe I got something here. So that's whenever I just kind of kept rolling with who I was. And but that I'll never forget that compliment. It was very cool.
You know what I got? Mine is probably from my brother. Because your brother's like, I don't know if you guys don't have brothers, do you? No.
I do, yeah.
You have a brother.
Younger brother.
Brothers never give compliments. They're always like, oh, you're a piece of shit, you're fat, you're whatever. They're just like, they never ever give compliments.
I'm fucking with you.
They were at the Flex. My brothers came to the Flex Pro, and the camera, my one brother was filming, or somebody was filming sitting next to my brother was filming the show. And my brother Samar, who is the one just after me, like I'm the youngest and he's the one just above me, used to beat the shit out of me all the time as a kid. He was going on about how impressive it was. And I was like, and I don't think he knew the camera was catching it. And I was like, man, that's fucking cool. Cause it's not, first of all, it wasn't to me. He was just talking. And it's your brother who used to kick the shit out of you all the time. So you're like, that's pretty fucking cool. So that's probably one of my favorites. But it's always going to be brother or mother, or I don't think I've ever had a fan tell me something that like was more than my wife or family member would tell me. Ian, anything comes off the top of your head?
Nothing off the top of my head, no.
Mike? I noticed Ian doesn't.
I've never been complimented. Never.
That's a fucking lie.
Still waiting.
Apart from Ian, have any of you coached clients that have gone pro?
Yeah.
Almost. Go ahead. Who?
Jerome Bravo.
Jerome. Yeah. Jerome turned pro.
And one of my ex-girlfriends I dated, she turned pro in figure. Her name was Carrie Kastner.
Okay.
She turned pro.
I got close a couple times, but no pro cards. You have a couple, Ian, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, because you have Chris, and then you have the guy that turned pro just a couple of years ago. What's his name?
I think overall I have about 8 or 10, maybe.
Do you really?
Yeah, over the years for sure. Yeah, a couple bodybuilders, a couple 2 or 3 figure girls. If you count Chris and Melissa, if you don't count them, I think there's about 6. Yeah.
Well, you got to count them. You coach them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also won 3 Olympiads. Remember that shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
you have.
remember that? won this thing called Mr. Olympia.
I don't think you'll ever let me forget it.
At the same time, I came second at the Arnold.
I know.
Crazy year.
Somebody shoot me in the
Crazy
face.
year.
Would you rather live a life of never eating any protein or live a life of never eating any carbs? I'm already not eating carbs. I feel great.
Yeah,
You
no
just had a fucking. You just said you ate 2 things of Pringles.
I mean, when I'm on my diet.
yesterday.
No, it was like 2 days ago.
Yeah,
days in a
definitely not eating any carbs.
Listen, I fell off the wagon for 3 or 4 pounds after the Arnold's when I got sick. I'm back on the wagon now. I'm still 250. It's not like I still lost 25 pounds. Fuck you guys.
I'm heavier than you again.
I don't care. I want to get down to like 220.
I know, but I was still coming down below you where we met at that,
A 220 Fouad would be quite the sight.
My brother,
awesome.
my brother said to me today, I was wearing like a Henley at the office. My brother's like, you still on the diet? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you're looking small. I'm like, I know. Like, that's the fucking whole point.
The point, bro.
We did that one. We did that one. No. What are you most excited about going into the Detroit Pro? The top 3 and the meet and greet. The meet and greet's gonna be fun.
Just chilling with the boys, yo.
Yeah, gonna be hanging out. Seth, you're gonna train with Iain on
I don't
Saturday?
know. I mean, it depends on what everybody's training and who's training what. I mean, I'm game for whatever.
I told you I'm training with Paul.
Yeah,
Paul's not going to be there. Number one, Paul is not up for sale. He's already
he's mine on the weekends.
He's on the weekends.
We all bid on him.
And every other Thursday.
You know what's fucked up about you, Iain? You only want him because he's mine.
No, I want him because I want what's best for him, and that's to train with me.
Fuck you. Yeah, you're gonna make 60-year-old Paul that fucking much better.
Yeah,
got room.
I'm gonna turn him pro after all these years.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, we already did this. Okay. Just want to say I highly respect all of you, and I've learned so much from the podcast. Super grateful to have met all of you at the Olympia. Hope to see you in October. Thank you, Aiden Mayberry.
Thanks, bruh.
Does the lack of athletes at the Detroit Pro affect it? Will be back for year 2. Yes, it will be back for year 2. And no, it doesn't affect it. I mean, it affects it. Obviously, if you have a deeper lineup, the better it's going to be. But the top 3 is still going to be interesting. And just to give you guys a little bit behind the scenes info, me, Paul, and Ben didn't do this to get rich or make a ton of money. We just wanted to break even. If anything, walk away with a little bit of cash. And we've done that already. So, you know, whatever the show is, the show is. I hope the top 3 put on a good show. And next year we'll do it again. And if people aren't motivated by 25 grand, maybe we'll give away 50.
If I commit to do the 2025 show as my comeback, will you give me a signing bonus?
I'll pay for your flight.
I'll pay for your gas. I'll pay for your gas.
I'll drive. I'll just drive.
I'll come pick you up.
He'll pick me up.
Yeah. If you can only shower once per day, would you shower in the morning before bed? Which one is right? Apparently, most people just shower in the morning and get into bed all nasty. Well, apparently, we know where this woman lies. She likes to sleep before.
She's trying to lead us into this one, huh?
Yeah, she's trying to get the answer before we even say anything. Seth?
I would just like to shower after I train.
Yeah, the shower after the training's a big thing. Sometimes, I mean, dude, as I've gotten older, man, as long as
less, don't you?
Yeah, dude, there's days whenever I'm fucking smoked and I come home and I'm just like assed out, and it's like, all right, change your clothes, Italian shower, wipe the balls off with a dude wipe.
Like in shower.
Yeah.
Okay. So 1 shower a day?
I'd like 2.
You'd like to, but on average, 1 shower a day.
Yeah.
Probably in the morning when you get up?
Yeah, after cardio, for sure. After cardio. Yeah.
Iain?
If you don't
shower
9 showers a week.
9 showers. You have to be so fucking specific.
Figure that one out.
8.3. Mike?
Basically 1 every day after I train. Some days maybe 2.
You go to the gym without showering?
Well, because I
That's
showered
the weirdest thing ever.
Now, fuck you guys. This one I'm holding firm on.
Wait, I shower after I train. So like say I train at 4:30 every day.
Yeah, right.
So then I'm done and I'm home at like 7,
Right.
6:37. I shower when I get home. I eat a meal or two. I go to bed. I wake up the next morning. I do some stuff during the day. I change. I go to the gym, shower when I'm home. Some days, maybe if I'm feeling a little grimy before the gym and like not feeling my mojo, like I feel dirty, then I'll definitely shower before the gym. That's where the 9, not 7 comes from. But other than that, I'm generally just showering after.
So what you're saying is you feel grimy twice a week.
Yeah, it compounds enough that I need to do it twice a week. Yeah. On like Tuesday and Friday, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Mike?
I'm showering more now because after I train and box, I do sauna. So I technically shower after that. But it's not like a full shower. It's like a cold shower.
It's a rinse.
So I'll do that and then I'll come home, I'll shower before bed. But I don't shower when I wake up ever. I hate that.
Are you fucking serious?
I can't stand it.
I don't like it either.
You know what? Fuck you all.
When I was competing, if I was doing morning cardio, then yeah, I would be showering twice a day most days. Like if I'm getting up and doing 45 to an hour cardio or something,
I shower when I leave the house, no matter for what.
If I'm sweating twice a day, I have to, because if not, my beard, if I don't shower after I sweat, I fucked up shit dry in my beard.
Why is that funny?
I think it's super weird when people shower before they go to the gym.
Yeah, it's weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Why? You're about to go sweat.
Because I want to be the clean guy at the gym. I don't want to be the gross guy.
It's like wiping your ass before you take a shit.
No, it's not. I take a shower.
It kind of is, though.
No, it's not
It's
at
literally
all.
the same thing.
It's literally not the same thing.
Wait,
Yeah,
I remember who else did this? There was
No, because I shower after the gym as well.
Yeah, but exactly. You wipe after as well.
You're such an idiot.
Didn't Cutler?
It's literally the same. It's like your ass is clean enough that you don't need to wipe it before you shit, and then you get your ass dirty from shitting, and then you wipe it again. That's what you're doing.
Cutler did this too. I distinctly remember training years ago, and Jay does the same shit, doesn't he?
Jay does because he's smart.
He showers before he trains.
Yeah, it's like an OCD thing.
I'm sorry, guys. I like to make sure I smell good when I'm in public, no matter where I am. Whether it's
Why
gym,
so smelly? You showered the night before.
Not smelly. I like to make sure I smell good. There's a difference
There's
between smelly and just not smelling. I want to smell good when I go places. So
Me and Ian have always remarked that you don't smell that great.
That's not true, and you know it. I always smell.
Say
good.
it behind your back.
You don't. You're lying. No,
Did you get a whiff of Fouad today? Holy fuck!
Never. That's never happened in the history of my life.
You better shower 3 times.
I always shower before. This is old news. All the podcast viewers know this already. I shower when I leave the house. If I get up to go to the grocery store, I shower. I go to the grocery store.
So what if you leave the house 4 times in a day?
No. I mean the first time I leave in the morning.
First time. Okay.
Wherever I'm going, I shower before I leave the house.
When did this occur? Like, is this like a childhood thing? Like
my whole life.
As you got older?
My whole life. I always shower in the morning.
Stuff?
No. When I wake up,
What if we dared you for a week to not do that?
I wouldn't survive.
See, like I showered when I was young, first thing in the morning. Like when I had to go to school, you wake up,
you
shower.
I've continued on that habit the rest of my life. Why is that funny?
I love that he thinks it's funny as fuck.
Why is that funny?
And I've continued that the rest of my life, and I will not change it. It's like a fucking robot.
End of story.
Do not talk about it.
Listen, this is not up for discussion. I shower first. It's okay. She even said, "Do you shower in the morning or do you shower at night?" I shower in the morning, and then I usually shower after the gym. So I'm 2 times a day. But sometimes I'm like Seth. I'm like, I'm tired. Go to bed. Change my clothes. Go to bed.
Long days of work and 3 kids kicked my ass.
Yeah, no kids, and a little bit of work. I get tired. So you guys are fucked.
Look, I don't think it's
Mike.
bad.
You even admitted it.
know.
Mike sent. Can I tell them about the text you sent a little while ago about doing cardio?
Yeah, I don't care.
Mike was doing cardio. Mike was doing cardio, and he texts us. He's like,
"You know what it is? I know I figured it out before you tell the story.
What?
I bought all these new deodorants. Don't have aluminum in them, and they don't work.
They all failed you.
But they don't work. Period.
Yeah.
I know.
I fucking get a whiff of myself. I'm like, I put deodorant on, I stink. Like I got to put it on 3 times in a day.
You know what I realized
Like,
though?
what
The cleaner you eat, the less deodorant you need.
Yes.
No, but I'm not eating shit at all.
And the less trend you take too.
Well, yeah, of course.
Trend makes your sweat smell terrible.
No, but Mike was on the elliptical or whatever, and he text. He's like, I can smell I can smell myself.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I
And I was
can't.
like, it's good. It'll keep people away from me even more.
If I was in that situation, I would leave the fucking gym. I'd be mortified. I'd be like, oh, fuck, I stink. I gotta get the fuck out of here. No, I can't do it. That's like
I just got Mando. Have you tried Mando yet?
I got
Mike?
Mando. I got Mando. They wanted to sponsor the show, and I was like, I don't like it. I was like, I don't really like it. I don't really like it.
It's a deodorant that I just saw it. I got an ad for it on like Amazon or some shit. So I tried it. It's not bad. They say you can put it anywhere. I just put it on my outfits.
Well, they make a bunch of stuff. They make a deodorant. They make like deodorant wipes. They make deodorant cream. They make like all these different they make like a cream. They make like
Hey Mando, I'm not too good for you. Hit me up.
I just didn't like. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
I'll just use antiperspirant. I don't give a fuck about chemicals.
I don't either, but I couldn't find anything without aluminum. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I just bought something. Fucking waste of money.
Potatoes or rice?
Rice.
I like potatoes, but rice.
How about riced potatoes?
Mm-hmm.
What's that mean? Rice and potatoes, you mean?
Or when you rice a potato.
What the fuck does that? Oh, you mean like cauliflower rice, like that kind of thing?
Yeah, but you do it with potatoes. It's called rice.
Yeah, I've never had it.
I literally ate it.
Isn't that just a hash brown?
No, it literally looks like rice. It's in little pieces like rice.
I've never had that. Yeah. Where do you get Where do you get that fancy shit?
You literally just take a fucking ricer and mash your potatoes with it, and it turns into.
Well, then it's just mashed potatoes.
No. Google riced potatoes.
Put it on the internet or put it on up here.
Why don't you make a YouTube video?
Literally just ate them on Sunday at Melissa's parents.
I gotta see this. I can't imagine making that with a masher.
Watch riced potatoes.
Easy potato rice.
There you go.
Yeah, it does look like rice.
It's fucking rice, bro.
How the fuck do you do that with a potato masher?
It's not with a potato masher. It's with a ricer, but like it's a fucking thing. Yeah.
What's a ricer look like?
That's what I was just gonna say.
Just Google potato ricer.
Go to images.
1 second. Yeah, get out of here.
Get the premium, my guy.
I don't want to pay for premium. I refuse.
Jesus.
Okay, what do they do here? Make the potatoes, boil the potatoes, add rice, and then
it's not adding rice to it.
What the fuck is this then?
This is
potato and rice. That's why I wasn't wrong. I just looked at the wrong thing.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Easy old fashioned. It's not old fashioned. Nobody fucking knows about potato rice.
Of course they do. This is a thing, bro.
This is a thing for real?
100%. This is a very common thing to eat.
It's a fad.
It's a fad. It's not.
No, this has been around forever. Mike,
have you ever had rice potato? Have you ever had potato rice?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ian, you're the only one because you're a
colonizer. I don't know what a riced potato is.
Ian, you're like whatchamacallit. You're one of the pioneers.
Yeah, see there. It's like a garlic press. Yeah. Oh, you just squeeze potatoes through it?
Why don't you just make mashed potatoes?
Huh? Yeah.
Why don't you just make mashed potatoes?
Because it's a different.
Because we're having fun with our food, Fouad.
Why don't you just mash your rice?
Why are you? You don't even know what the fuck it is, Seth. Don't pretend you know what's going on.
That's gonna go buy one of those on Amazon.
You'll. I can't believe you didn't see this on TikTok. It's huge on TikTok, right?
Yeah, throat coat. Throat coat uses it.
Yeah. Fucking rizz it up, bro.
Yeah. How come you guys haven't heard that term? Come on. Am I the only one? Yeah, fuck you.
No, I've heard it. It's just it was funny.
Funny coming out of my mouth. I know. Okay.
Man, that's a big potato ricer. Look at the size of that one.
Are you gonna get one now? Make your YouTube video on it. Rice potatoes.
Look at this. Oh, where'd it go? Come on. I don't need your. No, thank you. That's a fucking massive one.
Oh, fuck yeah, bud.
You get done in a fucking one squeeze. You're done.
Put a whole fucking bag of potatoes there. Imagine the force you need to fucking just. Yeah.
Question about the Detroit Pro meet and greet tickets. I've already purchased and would like to know if the meet and greet covers all that there are for the fans, or is it each group?
Like each athlete or each thing, you need a different ticket. It's for everyone.
No, yeah, the meet and greet ticket is for one expo hall. You go in and meet everybody. There'll be different lines though. I think Sam will probably have his own line because
Sam's a 6-hour line. Be prepared.
Yeah. Let's do one more. What were you thinking the first time you stepped on stage? I hope they don't think I'm a fat fuck.
I was thinking, Jesus Christ, I literally still have no idea how to pose.
Seth, do you remember?
In my head, I was just like, don't fuck this up.
Yeah.
Hit the front double.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was just
Mike?
Simple.
I just hated being in posing trunks.
Yeah. I'm like, I hope my dick doesn't fall out of these.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the video of the guy running the 40 at the NFL Combine? His fucking dick is too big and it falls out of his shorts.
That make you excited when you saw that?
Maybe jealous for sure.
I do not know what that feels like. The one thing though, we were talking about how they were making Michael Bull look like a pervert. So whenever I was at the Dallas Europa, it was my pro debut, and I've always had a hard time with the color of my skin. I just have horrible skin problems. So I'm getting ready to go back for the finals, and Hani was really on me about like making sure my tan was perfect, because he knew I was, you know, in the top two. And I go back there and I'm fucking butt naked, dude. My little dick's hanging out, my balls are shriveled, it's freezing cold backstage. And the girl that was going to win bikini was back there and she had her top off. And I'm just standing there, dude. I'm not even like looking. I'm just like kind of standing there, like just defeated yet excited for myself. And I like look over and like I was like, oh look, what's her name? She's topless. So I was like, no shit, oh nice to see my tiny dick, wonderful. And like the one guy that's like standing there, or whoever it was, he's like, avert your eyes. What are you doing? And I'm
No
like,
way.
avert my eyes, but
My dick's out, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. We're all standing around. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
I remember the first time I did Toronto Pro as an amateur when I was a junior, 2011 Toronto Pro. Mm. This was the first time being at any other show other than a local, like a regional show. And I remember I went to get tanned. It was Jan Tan, I think, at the time. And I went to get tanned and I went in a room and I was getting sprayed at the same time as the open female bodybuilders. And they were just butt naked walking around the tanning room. I was like 19, 20 years old, freaking the fuck out. Oh my God, it was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, this is crazy. Is this normal? And then that never happened for another show in my career.
I don't think I ever did a naked tanning backstage.
Yeah. Everyone was naked back there.
I always had a baby sock on.
Well, I was naked, I think, every show I ever did until probably 2022.
No, I always put a sock on.
No, what's the company?
Liquid Sunrays?
No, the other one, the big
Pro-Tan.
one. Yeah, Pro-Tan and Absolute Touch in Canada, which is Pro-Tan. They started giving you like socks when you would tan. That's kind of like a necessity just in the last couple of years, though.
Tana does that too. I mean, you got to imagine, like, it's kind of fucked up that they didn't do that from the beginning. Like, they have a bunch of women back there working, and like most of them are married and shit, and they're like just painting your dick. It's like
literally getting down there and spraying between your legs, your dick's just like in their fucking face. Yeah.
I mean,
the first time for me was at Nationals, like getting professionally sprayed. It was by Jantana, and Hani, the one guy I knew, Kevin, and he's like, just go in there. I'm like, hey, dude, like usually I'm naked, like I paint myself with Pro-Tan. He's like, yeah, dude, your skin sucks, dude. You just naked, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I go in there and I'm getting tanned and all that, and I'm like, man, this is awkward. Like, you're down there just spraying me on your hands and knees, and like my dick's right there. I'm like holding it, like picking up the sack, and, you know, whenever your hamstrings are dug out, dude, you want to get like in there, like make sure it's on.
You're lifting your sack to the left,
yeah,
your fucking shit to the right,
and then it was just like everybody was like around, and I'm like, man, this is wild shit. Went back for finals the next day because it was a 2-day show, and like I'm in there, and there's females in there, and like they're all in their tents, and I'm like, oh man, this is fucked, you know. Yeah. I'm like, I'm not confident in myself right now. I'm look at this is a mess,
especially when you're dehydrated. It's like sticking straight out.
And then the girl that was in the next like tent over to me looked, and she's like, hey, you're Seth Feroce. And I'm like, hey, and she's like, I saw you on, you know, the muscular development forums. And she's like, my boyfriend's a big fan, like came out, tits are hanging out, and shook my hand. I'm like, all right. I look down at Kevin. I'm like, so this is what this is. And he's
So
like, yep,
fucking
don't,
weird.
don't worry
Yeah.
about it. I'm like,
He's like, you want a picture with my dick?
Now they give you underwear. I think. Well, I shouldn't say now. This was 2017. When I did the Arnold. No, when I did the Arnold, they gave me. It was like basically a thong. It was just a string.
I never got one of those. In my life.
Yeah, it just covered my fucking dick, and it was a string around the back. Yeah. Anyway, one sauce for the rest of your life.
Sriracha.
I knew you were going to say that.
what'd you say?
Sriracha.
Sriracha. I'm not gonna lie, that Flavor Gang fucking sriracha maple
It's pretty good.
is fucking unbelievable.
I've never tried that.
After a while though, I had to change it. I can't. That's not. There's some sauces I can have every day forever, and there's some sauces I go in phases with.
I can use
My
sriracha.
number one sauce of all time would be ketchup, though, easily.
Yeah, I guess I don't really count that. I mean, it's a sauce, I guess, but I count as a condiment same as a sauce.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
For this question, I'd assume so.
See, I was thinking sauces. I was thinking like pasta sauces.
Marinara.
I mean, that's
Blush.
just your brain.
No, I'm going
Vodka?
with if it's one
Vodka
for
sauce?
forever. I'm going,
Vodka sauce is a good one. Blush or vodka.
but I'm going ketchup.
What'd you say?
I'm going ketchup. If it's a condiment, like what's the one forever?
Yeah.
I have to go ketchup.
Rosé and blush is the same shit, isn't it?
I think you're making blush up.
No, I'm not. Literally on the fucking menu where I order my pasta from. What the fuck are you talking
that's
about?
not authentic Italiano.
Oh my god, fuck you,
That
man.
Arab Italian.
The Arab Italian.
Fucking cocksucker. I hate you guys today.
Blush sauce. I've never heard of that.
Guys that own an Italian restaurant fucking miss.
You fucking cunts.
So
Okay.
Google, is a blush sauce the same as a rosé sauce or a rose
Look
sauce?
at this is blush sauce. It's like color of like blush. That's like this is the fuck man. Are you serious?
Who has makeup?
It's like the color of blood. No shit. It's the same as rosé.
Italian pink sauce.
There you go.
So it's the same as a vodka sauce, not the same as a rosé sauce.
No, they're different because vodka sauce has more cream or cheese in it, I think, or
Oh,
something.
there. Blush sauce, also called rosé sauce, is a pasta sauce made with alcohol. Yeah, okay. There it says it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's right here. See, Mike, take it back.
Also
they're
called.
saying vodka and pink sauces are different. Yeah.
Take it back, Mike. Blush
Fine.
sauce exists.
This once.
In your cylinder of Pringles, you know.
And showering and brushing your teeth in shower is normal. And showering before you leave the house is hygienic.
96% of us don't think it's normal.
Yeah, I'll give you guys the showering. I'll give you guys the brushing your teeth in shower, but fuck you, I'm showering before I leave the house.
You try to not do it for a week?
I can't, man. I can't.
Why?
I can't. Well, because the
You
first
can do
place I go in the morning, I go to the office. I'm not going to the fucking office to showering.
Hey, start to showering once
You're
a day.
the fucking boss. You can do whatever you want.
It doesn't mean I
Shower
want to
once
fucking
a day.
stink.
Once a day
you'd be the
before
stinky
bed.
boss.
You're clean in the morning. You're clean in the morning if you shower before bed. Just once a day before bed.
Dare them to call me stinky. Just go there and feel like shit. What did you say? You're fired. Get the fuck out of here.
Something wrong? Something wrong around here?
I can't, man. I can't go to the office. Seth, you go to the office to showering?
Oh yeah, I mean I do cardio in the morning, so I have.
Yeah,
to.
but you shower after cardio, you said.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you shower before you go to the office.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you didn't do cardio, would you shower before you went to the office?
Maybe.
Yes. The only time I actually feel like if I'm going out in public and I feel the need to shower is only when I have longer hair. If I had a bald head, I'd probably like never shower. Because like if I sleep at night, like my hair's all fucked up.
Yeah, but I have hair on my
shower,
body.
like,
What the
fix
fuck are
my
you
hair.
talking about? You have
Well,
hair
no.
on your body.
Other than I'm saying in the morning, other than
You have
showering.
hair on your ass. You're not going to clean it?
Wait. After training, I would always shower because I'm sweaty and dirty. I'm saying in the morning, I would never shower just to leave the house. Other than, if I had a lot of hair, I would need to get it wet to fucking fix it.
But I don't
you know?
understand that because I have hair on my body.
Well, I don't have hair on my body.
You don't have hairy armpits?
It's completely hairless, like a
Wait,
dolphin.
I'm not talking about to clean the hair on the head.
But that's the whole point, is I want to clean my body before I leave
Yeah,
the
but
house.
I'm clean because I showered the night before. I'm saying I would only
Yeah,
do
but
it
then you
when-
slept and maybe you fucking played with your girlfriend, your wife for a little bit while you're sleeping. Who knows what you did? Maybe you sweat in your sleep. You're rolling around in your stinky sheets. Like, I don't know. And you stink in the morning.
What's happening to you when you sleep, Fouad?
Yeah.
What's going on? Are you okay?
Lay off the fucking roids.
Getting trend sweats again?
I feel like when you sleep,
Lay off the Anadrol.
I feel like, look, even if I shower when I go to bed, I feel like when I sleep, I'm now dirty. I have to shower again.
You didn't go anywhere though.
Doesn't matter.
My sheets are. Melissa changes the sheets like every day, bro. My sheets
doesn't matter. I gotta shower again after I've slept.
You guys like the cold sheets? Like, do you like?
Wait a minute. Can I just explain something?
I like
also,
cold sheets.
Yes, cold sheets, of course.
I want my bedroom like so I can see the breath.
Seth, I actually have one.
I forget, there.
I forget the
meat locker. Yeah.
I forget the name of it, but you can actually plug in the sheet, and it's like a air conditioned fucking sheet. I forget the name.
It's got like a fan thing under it that blows it.
Yeah. Listen, the shower thing also it's very refreshing and wakes me up. So it's like first thing in the morning, I get up and take a shower, feel refreshed,
and wakes me up.
I can't disagree with that. The times I do take showers in the morning, it is a nice feeling. Yeah,
it's gets me started, and then I have a coffee.
It's invigorating.
Yes, it's invigorating. That's a perfect word for it.
You wake up and take like a nice cold shower, or you like hot even in the morning?
No, hot shower. I don't take cold showers. That's gay.
Yeah.
No offense. No offense to any.
Yeah, no offense to people take cold showers.
I didn't mean that. Okay, last one. What's the best and worst thing? What? Some of these questions are hard to fucking remember, man. What's the best and or worst thing any training partner?
The questions are hard to remember.
You'll know what I'm saying when I answer them to you. Shut the fuck up and listen to the question.
What are you trying to memorize? You're reading it.
Would you shut the fuck up and wait for the question, and then you'll know what I meant?
I don't think so. Go ahead.
Let him go. Let him go.
So?
Let him try
okay,
again.
let's see if
let
you think so.
again.
If you think so, you're gonna say sorry. Okay.
Sure.
Okay. What's the best and or worst thing any training partner has ever yelled at you to get you riled up during a set? Now, can you remember?
Yeah. What's the best or worst thing that someone's yelled at you to get you hyped?
Can you remember that? No, not the question, asshole.
Can you remember
the
what
answer?
was yelled at you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying? I thought you were saying the question.
Oh, okay. Shut up and let me finish the question then.
My apologies.
Like an idiot. Okay. I can't remember. Can you guys remember the dumbest thing? I don't actually like being yelled at in public. That kind of like it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I like it, but if it's in too busy of a gym, I feel a little weird about it. Like I still like to be motivated, but I don't want how Mark yelled at me in my videos. But we were training at a gym, there was no one in. But if we were training at Good Life, that might be a little weird. But I don't really think about it.
It's not even. You know what? I shouldn't say it's a public thing. I think it's when it's too much. I don't want to mention any names, but I trained with a guy for a little while that used to hype me up, even from the first set to the. Yeah, not a big fan of that. If it's my all out set, my final set, failure set, then sure. But if it's the feeder sets and shit, it's
yeah. See, we would do top set back off. So every working set we would do would be the failure set. So he would any working set, he would fucking yell at me. Yeah.
Yeah, working sets. I'm with you, but my warm up or feeder.
But that's what I'm saying. I didn't do those in the same regard.
Yeah.
But no, warm up sets you would never. Obviously.
Yeah. Seth, what do you think? You remember if you don't remember the exact.
But I kind of agree with what you're saying. I'm indifferent. If I'm in some shit, if I'm training legs or back or something that's or a big top set on chest, yeah. But I've always been big volume, so it's I have a lot of sets going into something.
Right. You have the feeder sets.
I've always been. Whenever I had a training partner, I like getting crazy with squats or leg presses where you're doing some type of drop set or something intense. I'm cool with it. But if it was a big super packed public gym, not so much. But I never really went to those gyms. I've always kind of went somewhere that was more hardcore for that type of environment.
Yeah, it depends. That's also true. Because Mike, you trained at Fitness 365. Did you care there of how loud you got? Because it seems like the kind of gym where nobody would give a fuck.
Well, you won't even hear me if I'm in the gym. I don't make a sound.
Wait, not now. I'm talking about when you were
even when I was competing.
When you were bench pressing 200-pound dumbbells, you would make a noise.
Wait, no, we're not talking about the person training making the sound. We're talking about the person motivating you making.
Yeah, I never had anyone yell at me. The last time I've been yelled at when I was training was when I played football.
Yeah.
Literally in college.
What would happen if someone yelled at you while you were training?
I'd be like, why are you yelling at me? What's the
Why are
fucking
you
point of
so
this?
loud?
It's not gonna help me.
I'm trying to get one more rep out of you, Mike. Come on, man.
I don't mind like a one more, like
Yeah.
egg you on to do one more, but like, go motherfucker. It's like, I'm good, dude. I'm just fucking working
You know
out.
what? I kind of like it. Like when Ben comes down to Windsor and we train at my private gym, I'm like, let's let loose. Just fucking scream, fucking whatever. I don't really give a shit.
And
I like it.
like the training partners I've had were never screaming any profanities or like anything weird, but it would just be like motivational yelling, you know?
Yeah. Okay, one more.
You gotta, and whenever it comes to that, you gotta be able to feel the person out. Like, what type of person are they?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
like, are they into it? Is it actually benefiting them? What benefits them more from it? Like, that makes a good training partner. Like, and like learning how to spot. Like, not many, the younger cats don't know how to spot. Like, especially with the bodybuilder, what's the goal? Like, it's not fucking powerlifting. We're trying to keep the bar moving. It's like, when do you place your hands? Where do you, like, if your training partner, where's his sticking points? Where should I pay attention to? All that's important.
That's a good question, Seth. I want to ask you that. Do you prefer, and I don't think there's a right answer. I think it's depends on what the person prefers, but do you prefer, if you're stuck with whatever, your last rep, do you prefer for them to just like tap it and you kind of struggle your way through it? Or do you prefer for them to keep you moving and maybe get 2 or 3 more?
Keep me moving.
That's how I am too. That's how I am too.
Yeah,
Ian, what do you think?
Bodybuilder.
Sorry, go ahead, sir.
No, I was going to say, as a bodybuilder, that's keep you moving. Like, that's like, we're not powerlifting here. We're trying to build a physique.
Right.
I agree, but it'll be like the first rep where it'll start to slow down and start to fail. I would just keep it moving and maybe help through one more, and then maybe on that like third one, I would like let them really struggle to finish the final one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not doing the set for you.
Yeah.
So like, I wouldn't finish a set where it was moving fast with me assisting at the end of that last one. But like, I would help them once they start to fail, help them through like one more, keep it moving for that. And on the last one, let them finish that one with like a hard struggle, but keep it moving, but a very slow moving,
Yeah. I think we need to really describe that, because I've seen people spot other people and the fucking guy on the bench is like barely fucking, the weight is barely fucking moving. And the guy's like, I got you. And I'm like, dude, it shouldn't take 30 seconds to do a rep. Like, just,
I mean, in a technical fashion, that probably would be the most beneficial, but it's also like kind of aids. Yeah.
Would it be?
Well, I mean, yeah, it would be like almost like moving like with a hydraulic machine where it's like you're pushing as hard as you can. It's only going to move as fast as it'll move. So it is beneficial, but I just think it's fucking crazy sometimes for sure.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to find a good last question and I can't seem to find a good one. Is Mike in the used to this music video with Future and Drake?
What?
Is Mike in the used to this music video with Future and Drake?
I might be in the background, but I don't remember. I was there when it was filmed, but I'm in another one though.
Are you?
2. Yeah.
What are you doing in them?
One, I'm standing in front of a crane that's digging graves, and I'm riding a crane that's digging a grave.
Like that song,
Money in the Grave.
Who sings Cannonball?
Cannonball.
Yeah. Where she's swinging on a cannonball.
Oh, Wrecking Ball.
Like
it came like a
Wrecking Ball. That's it. Is it like that? No.
No, it's like this massive crane that was going to dig like a thing, and they needed us to stand in, so we just fucking. And then another one, it's like zooms in on me, and I do that to the camera in another video.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Do you get paid for it?
No, fuck.
I would ask to get paid for it.
Hey, Mike,
I
might need a favor one day from you.
Yeah.
The vice president of our company, Shane, is a massive Drake fan. Massive.
Aren't we all?
Yeah.
That
basically means I can't do any favors.
I know. I'm just saying. Even if you have like a napkin that he may have used one time, you have somewhere to sell.
For this guy to jerk off with you.
Yeah. Tell him to not hold his breath. But
I'm just.
Would an Arnold Classic win do anything for Chris's legacy at this point? Should one win be in the career if possible, or only chase Olympias?
It would make absolutely no difference to his legacy and his career, just be cool as shit. But I mean, in terms of his like accolades and legacy, no. I mean, having 6 Olympia wins is not going to be overly relevant in that perspective now.
Hey, I heard Patrick Tour is working with Rami. Maybe.
I didn't hear. Do you want me to ask him right now?
Sure. I guess Patrick was on Dennis James' podcast. Somebody messaged me and they're like, hey, Patrick was on Dennis James' podcast. He said he made it sound, I think the guy said he made it sound like he's coaching Rami, which is pretty fucking crazy because Patrick and Rami would be like a pretty awesome combo.
How's Rami?
I've heard this rumor in the past before too. I just texted him, so we'll see. But I mean, it's also 5 o'clock in the morning for him, so maybe.
What was that? What was that, Seth? You said
I
something
haven't
before.
heard about anything with Rami. Like, how's he doing? Is he?
Well, he's guest posing in Pittsburgh. That's the show you guys title sponsor, right?
He's still coming in. Oh yeah, it's
yeah.
Jim calls me all the time. That's me.
Yeah,
know.
he's Rom. I think we're coming.
Oh, you're coming?
I think I'm going to ride up. Yeah, I think me,
nice.
John De La Rosa, Ian, and Ben are going to motorcycle ride up.
Holy smokes!
That's only 4 hours, dude, 4 or 5 hours.
It's an odd. Dude, last year was wild.
Yeah,
last year was wild.
Well, I want to be there for Samson, and I've never been, so I think it'd be cool to just go. And Rami's supposed to be there, and I'm hoping like the year off did him some good.
Jim is not slowing down in any regard with the Pittsburgh.
Dude,
can I
tell you the first time I met Jim Mannion was just this past year. The fucking funny, yeah. Well, I met him at shows and stuff, but I mean, actually sat and talked to him for like
phenomenal guy,
awesome guy, best storyteller ever. Anyway,
incredible.
We shake hands. He's leaving. I'm staying with Samson to work out. He fucking walks this way towards the door, picks his foot up, and boots the door open.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck did I just witness? This guy's like 80 fucking years old. He just walks up, front kicks the door open. I'm like, what the fuck? Then I'm like, this guy, like, I don't know, maybe it's just his thing. Like, he was training before he left. I'm like, maybe it's just his thing. He's just like hardcore like that. Then I realized on my way out, like an hour later, the door sticks. So that's why he kicked it. But it looked hilarious. I had no idea why. This 80-year-old man just goes and fucking front kicks the door open. I'm like, how the fuck is he that athletic still?
I would love to sit and just like, be like a little kid at the fireplace and just have him tell me stories.
He's a good story. He's a good storyteller, man. And
we go to dinner a few times a year, and it's like, dude, just having him around, like listening to stories and what he talks about and how he's done everything, dude, and the people he's like, everything that what we are as an industry, dude, it's incredible. Like he's a fucking character too.
It's amazing. What's amazing to me about it, Seth, is he's gone from magazine era to social media era without really it affecting him in any way, and it hasn't slowed him down at all, and he totally understands how to deal with it.
He's still very in tune. Like the fact that he's 80 years old blows my mind. He's in tune with everybody. He knows what's going on in the industry, and he, like, whenever we go to dinner, just the way he treats people, like he treats everybody there incredibly, like everybody. I'm like, everybody knows him. He treats them well, and it's cool to see somebody that is who he is. He's like the mayor of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Even I remember, like, even before I was like winning shows or anything, a couple times I'd run into him, like, be it a Tampa Pro or a fucking Pittsburgh or something, and just be walking around. And, we'd, in passing, he'd be, give me down and be like, hey, Ian, how you doing? And I'd be like, how the fuck does this guy even know who I am? He always kind of like knew what's up. What's going on. Oh, yeah, look at this little fucker.
Hey, you fucker.
Here, I got one for you.
He's got a small penis, but that's okay.
He's in the group.
He's a grower, not a shower.
He's a grower, not a shower, yeah. Look, he's showing his okay, penis time. Holy shit, I'm not far behind. Summer's mad at me for showing his penis. Okay. All right, let's wrap it there. I'm not going to find another question, but Seth, you don't have any animals, do you? Don't you have a farm or some shit?
No, we just have a lot of property, no animals. I don't have time for it.
You have kids.
We have kids, but it's like I've always wanted a dog.
I'm shocked that your kids don't want a dog or something.
Oh no, they do, but it's tough because when you have an animal, like, dude, you got to make sure that you give it the environment it deserves, and that's something that we just can't provide. Like, we just don't have we can't give it the love and the time and everything that an animal would need. So we don't have one. Maybe Hannah told me when I stop working, I can get a dog. But it's that.
Do you even want it? Do you want a dog? I mean, I think
yes, I would love a companion.
What dog would you get if you get any dog?
I'd probably go with a
Lab.
bully.
Oh, a bully, like a pit.
Like they have those American bullies, or a French bulldog. They have personalities and like a companion.
You seem like
out with you.
You seem like a German Shepherd kind of guy.
Malinois.
No,
yeah, like a Belgian Malinois kind of person.
No.
Like a police dog. No,
no way. Those things they're a lot of work. They're
Belgian Malinois are like a lot of work, I guess.
Yeah, very skittish. And I'm more like like the French bulldogs, dude. They have personalities, bullies, like they're companion dogs. They want to be your friend and spend time with you and hang out with you. Like that's all I really want with one.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap it there. Mike, do you want to say a prayer for us?
Nope.
You have to.
Seth does.
No, Seth's
good.
Seth's done the last two. It's up to you.
Well, I can't.
Yeah, I can't. He's scared.
So you do it, Fouad.
I'm not doing it. Okay, go ahead, Seth.
You can pray to fucking Allah or someone for us. You know?
I knew you were gonna go there, man. Just fucking holy shit. What's wrong with it?
Bow your heads.
Okay,
Lord, we thank you for the opportunity that we have to get together every single week like this. Thank you for all of the good fortune in the industry that we love so much. Please continue to bring health and prosperity to our people and everything that makes it possible for us to be able to do what we do. We have a phenomenal show this weekend with a lot of great competitors, and we hope that you continue to bless us with all of these great opportunities to continue in this path of life. In your name, amen.
Amazing. This is it's too fucking
Why would I do that when he does that? I would never do it.
Okay, boys. I'll say, wait a second. Before you go, Ian, you're getting in 8:30 in the morning on Friday?
Yeah, 8:52 or something, I think I land.
Okay, Mike, you're coming Saturday, or what are you doing? You coming Friday?
I'm coming Saturday.
You don't want to come Friday and hang out?
No, I hate you guys.
Okay. We're gonna do mushroom.
Okay.
We're gonna do mushroom Saturday night.
That's oh yeah. Saturday night.
Yeah.
Not Friday.
No, Saturday.
Okay, yes, I'm coming Saturday.
Okay. All right. Seth, you're in for the mushrooms, right?
I guess.
All right.
He has no choice.
Awesome.
You
Okay,
won't know
guys.
what it's in.
I'll see you this weekend.
See you guys.
Bye, boys.